All right, I think we're good to start. Welcome, one and all, back to the Cochrane podcast. My name is AJ. I'm joined by a very, well, I don't think she's going to be saying much. My co-host is Meg, and
Hi.
yeah. So this episode's going to be fun for me.
Like,
You haven't even seen it yet. You don't know if you don't like.
I don't like.
You don't know that yet. Stop telling lies to the chat.
They don't like it.
Depending on how this episode goes, I bet the chat loved it. Because it was dark and gritty. Although there's probably still a few complaints Gulu's to turn up at the end or something. I'm kidding! I'm kidding. But welcome one and all. Hope you're all having a marvelous Sunday.
Was until look at this.
Well,
I'm gonna have nightmares.
yeah, it's gonna be great. I mean, what? No, I'm not looking. I'm bullying Meg in jest. That's how.
You're probably gonna have nightmares too.
No, probably not.
Probably are.
I bet I won't.
We'll see.
Yeah, I don't have the same level of hey Juggernaut. Well, I don't have the same level as perpetual REM state as you. So I think I'll be okay.
You have been having more dreams, more weird dreams since you've been here. Right? I totally blame me for that.
On occasion. But anyway, it's not that I'm stalling. Well, I kind of am. I try, give the chat a moment to file in or whatever. But enjoy this ASMR if you need to pee. Enjoy this ASMR.
You make me need to pee now, and then you'll have to fall.
No, I won't. But again, it's been a kind of newsless week. We don't have really anything to talk about. There's been no new product announced. We've been talking about the trading card game and all the beautiful reprints that are gonna take all my money over on Discord.
Who needs a house when we have Digimon cards?
Exactly. There'll be a future investment.
Yeah. But will you be able to let go of them?
I don't know. Hey, Justin. Hey, Reiko.
Hey, Justin. Hi, Reiko.
The big news today is GTA 6 has been leaked. Is GTA 6 is it a Digimon game? Because otherwise, I don't care. But yes, no, I did see that there was a big load of GTA 6 leaks, but that's not Digimon related, so we don't need to talk about that.
That's not Pokemon related. We need to talk about that.
Also, hold on.
It's also not Yu-Gi-Oh.
It's not anime. But that clip that's been going around from the ex-Nintendo employees that are just like, yeah, the Pokemon company sees nuzlocking on the same level as ROM hacking, and
That's so stupid.
Oh, it's so dumb. Oh, I knew they were out of touch, but come on. If they were worried about people making their games challenging, maybe they shouldn't be dumbing them down for the last 15 years.
And it's not like it's something that you hack the game to do or anything. You just play it the way it's intended. Almost.
Basically.
You don't break any mechanics or anything in it. You just don't use certain things.
Yeah, it's not like you're using a randomizer, in which case you are using like a hacked ROM. But if you're actually just if you're just playing a Nuzlocke, I don't know. The Pokemon company, they continue to just make me go, what? Who is running that company?
People.
Well, yeah. What's his name? Ishinori? The one who's always, front and center for the for the Pokemon Direct things.
Yeah, Boomer.
Oh God, I think it's Ishinori. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong guy, but yes, well. Is this the guy I'm thinking of? Oh. No, definitely not him.
Ooh.
No, he's a voice
Oh
actor.
no, he's yeah.
He's a voice actor. That's not him. It's the lad who's always front and center on the Pokemon Direct presentations. Not the young fella with the glasses, the old fella.
Yeah.
Um, I'll look for him later. I don't care enough to do a big old Google search.
Yeah.
At a time like this, Falcomon would say a feckless week. um, yeah, there's been nothing major this week. Even personally, I don't have a lot to talk about. Like it's been work has been just it's been work, and I think Splatoon took over my life again.
A little bit, yeah.
What are other video games when I have Splatoon? Wait, what about nose locking? Oh, I'll just play the clip before we get started. Just since we're on the topic, let me go grab the clip. Let me go pull it from Twitter. Because I do encourage everybody to now play Scarlet and Violet as a Nuzlocke on your first playthrough, just to wind them up. Like if they see everyone broadcasting the game as playing it under Nuzlocke rules, I feel like they'll have well, that's along those lines. I'm saying it's not a hernia, it's the other thing. Aneurysm. That's the one. I feel like they'll have a collective aneurysm. So and if so, do you have any? Okay. So let me just swap over here and I'll do a window capture. Here we go. All right, so hold on. Let me shrink this down. Now get ready for this, right? Get ready for this. This is absolutely nuts. You are obsessed with that game. Yes, I am, Reiko. Yes, I am. Welcome to the last 7 years of my life. No, yeah, 2015 to 2022. The last 7 years of my life. Anyway, I'm gonna hit the play button on this, and you guys are in for something anyway.
Stories to tell. Well, we had a great story to tell about this, where we thought that this would be a fun idea for a Nintendo Minute video.
Yeah.
I'll just rewind it, right? So the person, I think is that Discord?
Maybe.
Someone asked, anyway, so these two, they used to work for Nintendo. They used to do the Nintendo Minute videos over on the Nintendo of America channel. And they've left Nintendo and they've been talking about their experiences and whatever else, and sort of cluing people in on what to and what not to expect from the company, and etc., right? Because I guess they don't have NDAs anymore or whatever. Anyway,
maybe they ran out or something.
Yeah. So someone asked them in particular, have you ever done a Nuzlocke run of Pokemon? And do you have any stories to tell? So they were asking about their own personal Nuzlocke experience. And this is what they have to... This is...
So do you have any stories to tell? Well, we had a great story to tell about this, where...
you hear the exasperation in her voice. Just the...
Nintendo Minute video.
Yeah.
So we pitched it to the Pokemon company and said, hey, we would like to do a Nuzlocke run. What do you think?
And they thought they were going to fire us.
They said, here's what we think. Bam!
Yeah, no, seriously. I was like, oh, shoot.
So they said, we consider this to be on the same level as using like hack game ROM hacks.
Like, how is that the same?
Oh, is it doubling? Oh, because it's coming through the mic. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I didn't consider that. Will I kill the desktop audio since it's coming through the mic? We don't need...
Kill the mic for a minute. We don't need to talk while they're talking.
Okay, yeah, do you know what? That's probably better. I've explained the context of it. I'll just kill the mic for a minute and I'll rewind this, right? So, catch up with you guys in a tick.
Stories to tell. Well, we have a great story to tell about this, where we thought that this would be a fun idea for a Nintendo Minute video.
We did, yeah.
So we pitched it to the Pokemon company
And
and
we
say,
did
hey,
not get slapped.
we would like to do a Nuzlocke run. What do you think?
And they thought they were going to fire us.
They said, here's what we think. Bam!
Yeah, no, seriously. I was like, oh, shoot.
So they said, we consider this to be on the same level as using like hack games, ROM hacks.
Like, how is that the same?
Excuse me?
I don't know, how they get to these decisions.
This is just a style of playing a game that everybody can buy. There's no hacking.
Yeah, they're
You're
not
just playing the
using
game.
anything weird.
That was truly, again, one of the more like,
what?
Wait, what? Responses.
Yeah. And there was a lot of creators that played Nuzlocke, a style of Pokemon. They got like erased from their creator program.
So now you can see like why people got afraid to propose what seemed like very basic ideas.
Yeah.
Because there was such just unpredictability of like, am I going to get like in huge trouble for suggesting
we really did. Like, we
normal
got in
thing?
Huge, and like the thing is like once you get in trouble,
then that's your reputation.
They don't want to trust you again. You like lose access to all these things.
So you do nothing.
Exactly. Or you make curry.
And you just skate by.
Or you make curry, right? So that tells you this was in the lead up to Sword and Shield at the very least. But it's so dumb. And then you're just afraid to pitch anything.
Yeah, like, it's so stupid. I can't get over how stupid it is.
You know, and like, and this is a thing, right? Where this is clearly a Pokemon company problem, right? It's easy to sort of go, oh, Nintendo. Nintendo only own 1/3 of the franchise.
Yeah.
Nintendo have enough stock in the franchise that keeps it exclusive to Nintendo's console. Nintendo and the Pokemon ostensibly are two different companies and organizations run by two very different branches of, you know, there's Game Freak, there's Creatures Inc., and then there's Nintendo. Nintendo only have 1/3, you know, just again, it's enough of a stock to keep it exclusive. But gee, like that's incredible. And then this idea that, well, now you're in trouble with the company because you've suggested this completely out there idea. And then you're just like, well, no wonder everyone just rolls over and says, yes, sir, that's a great idea, sir. Yeah. And that's why stuff has stagnated for like the last 10, 15 years. Because nobody feels like everyone's walking on eggshells.
They're terrified to do anything.
Yeah. You know, how is it hacking? I don't know. I don't know if there was a translation error when they pitched it, and maybe they thought, because Nuzlocks are always, well, not always, but a lot of the time you'll see it, Nuzlocks are done in tandem with randomizers. So I wonder if there was a miscommunication there.
Maybe.
But I also, and I'm not defending the Pokemon company here, I'm trying to look at it from a business perspective. I guess having officially sanctioned permadeath maybe kind of sort of brings Pokemon over that line where it's already called glorified cockfighting.
Yeah.
So if you have officially sanctioned permadeath, maybe it's just that little bit too much.
But it's not.
Oh no, I know it's not really, and we know that because we're young-ish. We're younger than the people running the Pokemon company at this stage. You know, we know what's happening and what's hip and what's fresh. You know, I just feel like it's that scene in The Simpsons. I used to know what it was. You know, that one?
Yeah.
I used to be hip, and then they changed what hip was, or however it goes.
Yeah. Used to be with it.
Yeah, I used to be with it, and then they changed what it was, and it'll happen to you too.
Now what's it is strange and scary.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Come to that.
We'll get there. We get there in the end, right? We get there in the end. But oh, just oh, Timmy Turner's dad. I'm hip. AJ. Oh, my hip. Not that old, but ow. But yeah, it's absolutely crazy. So outside of that nonsense, again, yes, Splatoon kind of took over my life again. The hero mode is freaking amazing. And then I thought I was done. Androius, is Timmy Turner related to Tina Turner?
Oh no.
Oh gosh. Welcome, Androius.
Yeah.
So yeah, like the hero mode is great. It's probably got the best finale in any Splatoon game so far. Like I would argue that the ending rivals Octo Expansion's ending. And that ending is just balls to the wall insane. And then it's actually got a post game which kicked the crap out of me for 5 hours, and I'm like, oh, I'm scared. I never want to look at that ever again. So,
Inkling Digimon.
Ranamon. She is a marine adjacent humanoid. She turns into a kraken. Right?
Does she shoot ink?
Yes.
There you go.
So there you go. Ranamon is technically our Inkling Digimon. Technically. But
Calamaramon.
Huh?
Calamaramon.
Calamaramon, yeah.
I'm sure if I had enough A's in there.
Well, yeah, no, see, because it's Calamaramon in the English, but Calmaramon in the Japanese. So I'm just like, thank God for the extra A, because it's not calamari. Yeah, it's not calamari, it's calamari, you know?
That's not a Japanese pronunciation thing, that's what it's actually called.
Yeah. So yeah, I just imagine if the post beast
beat the hell.
like the post game beats the hell out of AJ, just like how the Royal Knights beat up the Frontier Children for 50 episodes. That's basically what happened. Like I haven't gotten around to editing the post game yet for the YouTube version because it's just 5 hours long, and I'm just like it can wait. I have to download it and whatever else. But yeah, it's insane. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't know where I was going with that, so maybe we'll just get on with the episode.
Otherwise, this is going to turn into Splatoon podcast.
No, it won't. Only you could Hyper Spirit evolve. I certainly felt like I was going to evolve when I finally beat that post game. I feel like I had transcended to another plane of existence. But yeah, like we don't have anything. There's really nothing this week.
This week was just work, and I have 2 jobs now, kind of.
Don't tell the government that.
No, working for my sister is not a job.
No, you're just helping out.
Yeah.
But
You have to mind a 2-year-old for 3 days a week.
And that is, that is work. That is
work.
like children
Physical labor
are
is what it is.
children, children they are work, and they
Yeah. Some psycho?
No.
No psycho.
No, I am fine. So yeah, I think we'll just get into the episode then, because I I feel like otherwise I'm just gonna drag my heels for this opening. And I feel we showed off the Nuzlocke thing. We poked fun at the Pokemon Company. That's our Pokemon quota for the week. Quota. So yeah, let's dive into this episode. Reiko says it was great. I know Yami had said on Discord to avoid eating beforehand because they have a body. It really does start to feel like they have a body horror expert on the staff.
Okay.
So
well, I know it's gonna freak me out anyway, so a bit of chocolate's not gonna do it.
Well, we'll see. No, I think you'll be fine, but I'd say there's a lot of this episode we're just gonna be like, oh no, like if the thumbnail that we're using is anything to go by, like, and that gets worse, like those eyes all over her. Oh, it's gonna be
looking for
no, it's gonna be nuts. So you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. We
That's
are
a lot of nuts.
It is. So ever, we are watching. As ever, we are watching this on the Crunchyroll app. Feel free to join us along in our watch along. You can also watch it on Anime Lab and other places where you might get your anime. So let's kick this off. We're counting down in 3, 2, 1. Toei Cat is jumping around. He's gone through the film and he's doing the ta-da. Yo. But Aizmon, though, another 2020 villain coming back. They're really getting some mileage out of last year's enemies.
Some new toys. I remember these. They're in 2 shows.
Yeah. I
2 recent
don't know. An Aizmon toy or statue or something would be. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. He looks like he'd make a good slime toy.
Yeah.
Halloween kind of thing.
So I wonder, will Espimon be still looking for the real hero this week, or are we finally going to get some closure on that and move on?
He's finally gonna cop on.
Look, I think Space Hamtaro is great, but
he's a bit dim.
He is, isn't he? He's a bit of an idiot.
Yeah. I thought I saw Retsuko on that building. It's probably just some kind of red panda logo. But...
Oh, probably, yeah. Wait. Is that the girl from before? Oh God.
Ugh. I think she's a different one.
I think, yeah. Oh God, we're just kicking off. Oh God. Oh no.
Lifted out.
Oh.
Ew.
And then it turned into the final episode of Evangelion for some reason. Oh.
Someone's unpopular.
Why can't they tell me what they're fighting about? She's cute. I mean, she's just Bianca from Pokemon, but she's cute. Imagine going to Japan just because you know your friend's hiding a secret. Like traveling from America to Japan just because I know that guy is hiding something.
Can I have that kind of money, please?
You must run one hell of a rumor blog.
Mm.
Classic foreigner design in Japan, blonde with blue eyes. Well, she is American, so that's how they all look, right? Even though that would be more Swedish, right? Although I'm oh god, I'm starting to think Eismon has a oh god! Oh god! Wow! Oh! Ew! Oh! Oh, I wasn't ready for that. Hey, Taro, she does look like she could be Astra's big sister. Oh, but I gotta ask, am I feeling it? Am I not feeling it? I'm so not feeling this! Digimon, you're such a brat.
My mom doesn't like her already.
Yeah. Date spots around her. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, what? What was that with the eyes?
Was that a hint of jealousy?
Was that a hint of jealousy?
Why did he bring him with him if he's supposed to be hiding him?
Yeah. He is very nosy. What kind of manga do you read? What's he like? Oh. I don't think that was an oh, I see how it is expression. Hmm. Oh.
Stop it.
Oh,
Poke the eyeball.
oh, it's actually hurting her to do that. Of course it would. Don't tickle the eyeball. Uh, oh, I hate this. I mean, I love it, but it's just gross. Don't. Oh, what are you doing?
No.
Oh, God. Oh, navel eyes. Oh. No. thought she said he was taller.
I don't think she meant taller than her.
No.
But just taller
Taller
since
in
the last time she saw him.
Yeah. Jellymon, stop being a brat. You write programs with your girlfriend? I mean, technically they did write cryptocurrency together. Wait, what? 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 Hopper just barging into the Kamiya household? Or the Yagami household? You can't tell me she doesn't look like Taichi's mom. Hey, Keith. Taking a page from Helsing.
It's for days.
Oh.
Oh. I don't like it.
All the horror. Just all the body horror. She still has them, like, sprouted like they're, like, plant leaves or something. I got reincarnated in another world. I saw it with Kyo. Oh, Gamamon.
Stop. I hate it.
Kyoshiro, don't be showing Gamamon your weird harem anime. Oh no.
Is she gonna stitch the eyes shut? Oh, she tried to stab them, did she?
Oh. Just the implications there of what she tried to do. Also, this copper going around just barging into people's houses.
They not twitch. They stop twitching.
Oh. Oh yeah, that is Frieza. Like, I hear that clearly. That is Frieza. Who else has he been in Digimon? Ryusei Naoko. Lucemon in Frontier. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Aizmon in this, yeah.
Did they have to put...
Her
drink even looked like eyes. No, Andreas, we don't want to see her use the scissors.
No.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
She doesn't like her collarbone.
Did she set the drink up like that on purpose to wind it up?
I don't know.
Is that the first Donzo reference we've had today, Keith? Oh. Oh. Well, the Digimon are just out now.
Well, I mean, she's covered in eyeballs. This is probably not the weirdest thing that's happened to her all day.
We only told you so we could study your body.
Can they just...
Oh.
Oh, they're gonna start lifting, aren't they?
Oh!
You know, they're actually less freaky for me when they're sticking off her like that.
Yeah.
Because they're not embedded in her skin.
No, they're just like growths.
Almost look like petals.
And Goremon's having none of this. That's what I was saying earlier. They look like they look like plant petals.
Mm.
So Abadomon confirmed for the final boss, yeah? Oh. Oh, she's gone full yonder.
Mm.
Oh. Is that one just dead?
I don't know.
Oh god. He bandaged her up.
Good. That mean they folded down the eyes?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Or did that hurt? Like stalks or something?
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
First riders and all. Okay. Oh, we're all going in, huh?
What level is he?
Child? No. No, I think Aizmon might be an adult. Yeah, that makes more sense. Oh yeah, no, it's scatter mode is a child.
Oh, okay.
The baby one, and then the main one's an adult.
Oh.
Oh god.
he's just pulling things into their shadows, okay.
Yeah. It looks strange to me the Gamamon didn't evolve during this battle, to be honest. I remember the last... Was it Gulus incident?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, never mind.
Oh, he didn't evolve straight away.
Ah, have we gone green? Okay.
Okay. Big bada boom for all the shop signs and cars that he's throwing, I suppose.
Basically, yeah.
Yep. Shoot him in all the eyes, please. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Well, what? Why some Gamamon using his tail for once? Okay. That's really fun that he can do that. Oh, Kano Weissmon, here we go.
Yeah.
Bergonia.
Yeah.
Oh no, no Dragonia. Okay, so we're not good. So, oh, lots of scatter modes. Fun.
One uses thousand.
Noise restrict.
Zap them all. Kill all the eyeballs, please. Oh.
Oh.
Even that's creepy.
Yeah. Just seeing the hollows in their skin, like, oh.
Okay, up close it didn't look too bad because it looked like it was above the skin. From far away it looked like they have holes.
Yeah. Aw.
He is really tall.
Yeah.
What I sensed.
Yes. 5 out of 5 do not care. Amazing.
Oh, good ending.
Jellymon.
Jelly.
Oh, that was brilliant.
That was good. I still feel like my skin is crawling though.
Ugh.
We better not have no Eismon popping up behind us.
No. No, I figured that might have been too mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that the only one? Not one, but 2 girls crushing on him. Technically 3. Or maybe I'm just reading into that Ruli stuff a lot more.
Yeah, it was a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, had that kiss connected, like,
Would really also overreacted?
yeah.
I didn't know the secret to popularity was being a spineless wimp. It also helps to be a genius with lots of money.
Yeah, he's an adult level.
Mm.
Oh, but oh god, I didn't need to see the thing where he pulls her eyes out again.
No.
Like, I get that it's maybe it's mental rather than physical, but oh god. It's nice to get whatever you want.
Oh, the dwarf elves.
Yeah, the dwarf elves. Oh, hey, Space Huntaro's back.
Soul.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the shaking building. He's eating noodles this time.
It's just no indication on who the villain is.
Nope.
It's just rust.
Yeah.
Sure. I should take notes. Wow. Okay, I really like that episode.
Yeah, but I don't think I'll ever watch it again. It was great. That horror was 10 out of 10, but oh nope.
Yeah.
That is not getting included on any rewatches. I'm sorry.
I like Jellymon cock blocking Emma,
Yeah.
for lack of a better term.
Yeah. Tentacle blocking.
Darling is mine. You know, you're gonna have to let him live his life eventually, Jellymon. I think. I don't know.
The older he gets, the more he's gonna want to date a
Human.
No, a
Oh.
giant Digimon waifu, which he has.
The shots for everyone. Rust-covered world. When did Digimon take inspiration from Silent Hill? I need more of it.
Ooh.
And we haven't had a Silent Hill fog yet, have we? Hmm.
Been a fog, no.
So that was great. Like, I don't care that there was no plot.
No, I didn't need plot because all you could see were eyeballs. Wouldn't have paid attention to it anyway.
So then let's bring the rankings up and let's just jump into it because
Oh, do you know what I'm terrified of?
Hmm?
Reiko's drawing of this next week. Because Reiko's so good at these kind of things, I'm gonna vomit out of fright when I see it.
Aw, poor Meg.
Yeah.
Poor Meg.
That is one of my biggest weird phobias, is just eyes in the wrong place.
Mm.
Like I said last week, because I read a book when I was younger. I think it was a Stephen King book.
Yeah.
And there was a guy who had eyes opening up everywhere on his body, in his fingertips and stuff, and just it described it so well. It's just burned in my mind. And then that episode brought it all back. It'll be fine. No, it won't, Reiko. Your drawing will be great, but
Um.
yeah.
So interesting. When we went through the spoiler synopses, this episode, next week's episode was called Red Rust, but it looks like it's being localized as just Rust. I wonder if they just didn't want to have two red things.
Yeah, I pointed that out last week that there was Red Eye and Red Rust.
So maybe they just thought
maybe they copped it.
Yeah,
not because I said it, obviously.
No,
but
no,
you know what I mean.
No. Bandai doesn't watch us. I
do.
hurt Bandai's feelings on a weekly basis, so
That's why they watch. What did you say about me this time?
Could you imagine? So, this episode was great. Like, from top to bottom, I actually don't have a problem with it. Yeah, okay, fine. You could argue there was no follow-up on last week's episode. Why was Gulus there? We know why he was there.
Yeah.
He saved Hero.
Yeah.
You know, oh, what's with the black Digimon? Why are they doing this? Blah, blah, blah.
Hero wasn't anxious about letting him evolve again.
No, and I'm kind of glad they got over that. But because you can't have, like, I know he turns up infrequently, but we can't have the following episode him go, oh, I don't know if I can do this. So I'm kind of glad they just nipped that in the bud immediately.
Yeah, I think
because it stops being dramatic.
Yeah, I think they've kind of gone with Hero knows now that he only comes out at certain points.
Yeah.
That he's not just gonna randomly pop up
in
a normal situation.
Yeah, he only comes up in the most dire of circumstances.
Yeah. So I think they're aware of that now, and they don't need to have let's not evolve just in case.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I have that feeling on it as well.
Put my hoodie on. My arms are freaking me out. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. This episode has messed Meg up big time. Poor girl.
I don't want to look at skin anymore. Yeah, stop.
I'm just waving my arms at her. Oh no.
You're all covered in eyeballs now.
Yeah. Oh.
Someone's sleeping on the couch.
Eismon ripping eyes off. Italian horror filmmakers. Yes.
What a good episode of Ghost Game is all about. Yeah.
Yeah. So then. It is. So.
Why is it not on my screen?
Your stream is probably delayed. There we go. All right. So. I really love this episode. I don't have any complaints.
No.
Like.
No. Well, yes, but no.
Yeah, like.
Me being this creeped out is not bad of the episode. It's really, 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 really good.
Yeah, it means the show did its job.
Yeah.
You know.
Well.
And I'm not in a position where I'm like giving out to the show for not immediately following up on last week.
Yeah, also the girl at the start, I kind of wish she was the
The
other
same one from the
girl.
Morphomon episode.
Yeah.
Because that would have been a really fun thing where after her thing with Clockmon, she sort of went, hold on. And it started looking into things more. So I think that would have been a neat bit of continuity to have it be her.
Yeah.
I
think she had longer hair.
I think
she was older.
Yeah, see, it's tough to tell because she was in a dark room in both episodes with only computer light illuminating anything. So it's tough to say either way.
To go back and have a look at her.
Yeah,
I really don't think it was.
No, I don't think it is, but I think like it would have just been this extra little chef's kiss, a bit of continuity where, oh, you're still looking into things. But then our conversation would be, is she going to play a bigger part later?
Yeah.
Or is she just going to be someone we cut back to every couple of episodes?
Yeah,
and
she's kind of like a Nomura, except she's going out looking for the trouble.
Yeah,
but she
rather than it finding her.
Yeah, she just keeps getting in trouble with Digimon, but it's her own fault, rather than Nomura just being in the vicinity.
Yeah. So...
Either way, missed opportunity is missed, says Keith.
Yeah, but I don't think it brings the episode down.
No. It kind of connects in our heads that way. But, yeah, it wasn't bad. She was still freaky as all hell. And that whole scene with her turning into it, basically.
Oh, yeah.
And going all scribbly and, ugh.
Oh, yeah. Like, the horror, like, is immediate. Like, it's right out the gate. And I love, like, Emma was a fun character, you know, kind of like Kayano 13 episodes ago. Good Lord, Kayano was 13 weeks ago. You know, where she's like similar to Kayano, where she was a friend of Ruli's, and then she hung out with their friends, and then she's Kayano, but Kyoshiro's.
She was a friend of. I think she was friends with
Ruli's friends. Yeah, but she knew of Ruli. She was
jealous of Ruli. I don't think she.
No, she was. Well, she was either way. I mean, she had that association. Yeah. So
we've had Hero's friends before then as well.
Yeah, we've had Hero's friends. Yeah. I was about to say Hero has friends, and I was thinking, sorry, that should have been for Kyoshiro. So it was nice that like she's a friend of Kyoshiro's, and I guess she hopped on a plane to hunt down Kyoshiro's secrets.
Yeah.
Which is like
one could infer from that little kiss she gave him that it was because of a crush she had on him when they lived in America together.
Yeah, I was getting that feeling as well.
Yeah.
But like this rivalry now between Jellymon and Emma, I think is kind of funny.
Yeah. Desmond says Hero has friends.
Yeah, he has Nomura and that other guy with the dark hair that we see every now and then. Hero has classmates.
Yeah. And that girl, I suppose she was his neighbor. Well, no, she was a childhood friend, wasn't she? Yeah.
Nami or whatever her name is. Yeah.
Basically confirms that Jelly is Kyo's girlfriend. She thinks she is anyway.
Jellymon thinks she is anyway.
She is or not.
But that was the other thing, like when Kyoshiro was like, there's nothing close to a girlfriend in my room. I was kind of waiting for the camera to pan to Jellymon with just an angry expression on
Yeah.
her face, but she was just too busy going.
She likes that she's causing trouble for him.
Yeah, but yeah, she enjoys being a brat. Yeah, I think as well, like that little bit at the end with the kiss. I think that's a nice bit of brevity to how just gross this episode was.
Yeah. It made me feel better for a little minute.
Yeah.
And then I went straight back to being freaked out. But normal people were probably okay after it.
Also, hey Desmond. So I'm
Oh, Juggernaut said, are the Digimon only showing up in Japan? What about in other countries? They have a Digimon problem and no one can stop them?
Yeah, because we don't have a Scooby Gang who've just sort of waltzed into a plot.
Yeah.
And I honestly...
There might be Digimon in other countries, but...
Yeah, because we've seen they go to other parts of Japan and they find themselves, you know... So there's nothing to... Like, an Eismon seemed to be a worldwide thing.
Yeah.
Well, that was the impression I got anyway. It was happening all over the place.
Mm.
So...
Unless they're trying to say that the whole hologram technology is localized in Japan.
Yeah.
That's where they're getting in.
Maybe. Well, if the show would pick up and give us a plot, maybe we'd know that. But that's not this episode's fault.
They probably wouldn't expand on that anyway.
Probably not.
Unless they were doing a whole thing where all the children of the world had to help or whatever.
God, yeah, no, we've been
done
there.
That to death, yeah. So.
Yeah, we've been there, done that. We don't need to do it again. God, this is tough.
Yeah.
I almost want to make the character of the week Eismon.
I mean, he was the one that freaked me out the most.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't Emma, it was him.
Yeah, but I really did like Emma.
Yeah, I do like Emma.
I thought she was a nice foil to Kyoshiro. Because she's not as bratty as Jellymon, but she still needles Kyoshiro. You know, and if she was to be a recurring character, I don't know how much faith I have in that. But if she was to become a recurring character, I'd be super down for it.
And I feel like there'd have to be some.
And she's so tall.
Yeah, she's really tall. She's long.
She's a long girl.
But yeah. But I feel like if she became a permanent character, they'd have to do some kind of weird love triangle-y thing
between her and Jellymon.
Her and Jellymon, and then maybe Rory in the background.
Yeah, the Rory thing is weird.
Yeah, they didn't have to include that, but they did.
But they did, which is so strange. Like, her eye narrowing. Now, is it just because, are we looking too deeply into it? And is it just because she was researching the eyes phenomenon? And she's, you know, and it's more her reacting to Kyoshiro saying, oh, she's such a busybody and she's nosy and this, and maybe Ruli's been doing her investigation in the background.
Maybe.
But I don't know. I'd have to look at that scene again.
Yeah.
That
we know
that was unruly. God damn it, Desmond. Well done.
Do you want to skip back to it real quick?
Yeah, we'll have a look at that scene again because
now that we know she's been looking into it.
Yeah. We'll just have a look at that scene again because I feel like the context will help. So we don't need to. Yeah, we don't need to go through all the body horror again. There. Emma Devil Eggs.
Oh yeah, he wrote a story about himself being a legendary hero. Or if he explained in that what his hand does. I feel like Hero would know that.
I'm just so angry in this scene for no reason.
Yeah, he's just drawn really pissed off.
Yeah.
Look at him.
He's such an angry baby. But what's Angoramon pointing at as well? Okay, that makes less sense.
That makes even less
That
sense.
makes even less sense.
Go back again there.
Like, oh, you're going to meet her tomorrow. The eye narrows at hounding to take me to date spots. Yeah, what was he pointing at? Could he see something we couldn't? Because we can see both computer screens.
Looked like he pointed at Gamamon, to be honest. Maybe he was going, what's up with him?
Oh, yeah. Why is he so angry?
But yeah, that was, yeah, now that we've looked back on it, like at first when it said, would you come with me? It was like her eyes were kind of hopeful. And then she said she wants me to bring her to date spots.
And then the eye narrowed.
So
and then,
that's where we kind of picked up
yeah,
on that.
and like, especially because then Angoramon seems to perk up as well. And my thought was he was reacting to Ruli, like, are you okay?
Yeah. But him just randomly.
But then he just randomly points at the screen, and I'm just like, wait, what?
There was no need to animate that if it doesn't have a purpose. Why was he pointing?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Chat, anyone got anyone want to fill in the gap on that?
Oh, it's a band. It wasn't what that picture was. That looks like the Sega logo.
Oh yeah, that makes sense because Akihabara is just littered with the Sega logo because of all the arcades.
Except
it's copyright friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It probably says Mega backwards or something. Because you can see the M and that's probably an E.
That don't look like no G though.
Well, the G and the A could be flipped around as well.
Yeah, I could say anything.
Yeah, or game maybe.
Oh, game maybe. Yeah.
Again, GA. That's the M and that's the E. It's yeah.
Yeah.
It's something just to make you go, I know what you're doing there.
Yeah. There you go. Ship.
Oh, no, it does just say game.
Oh, it does.
So the letters were in the wrong order in that scene.
Yeah.
Animating is hard. Animating is hard, but yeah, that is just the Sega logo.
Yeah.
Can't fill in the gaps. Too busy picturing Gamamon.
No.
Corrupted. Oh God, no.
No.
Desmond says the point means there's your shipping material. Maybe Gamamon. Maybe it's just Angoramon's making. Wait, you like him? I've never got that feeling.
What?
Ruli and Kiyoshiro.
I got the feeling.
Maybe I've just seen too many Ruli and Hero arts.
Maybe. But no, I remember he was doing something and he like cut her off because he didn't want to go or because Hero had invited her or something. But we pegged it as because he was too scared or something like that. But it also kind of read as, oh God, her, oh God, like nervous kind of. I can't remember what episode it was.
Do you remember who they were fighting?
No, I just remember it was a three-way call like that. Actually, the two of them were talking first, Hiro and Kyoshiro, and then I think he added her in.
Oh, yeah, and he was like, no, she's going to drag me on some adventure. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
But it was, you could read it either way.
Yeah, I don't know, my inference on that was always, oh no, she's going to get me involved in shenanigans. I'm out. I just kept hearing, so you have a girlfriend for half the episode. Yeah. Is it wrong to pick up a girl in a Digimon crisis? There's your new harem game. Print it, Bandai. So, anyway, back to the episode. I really liked it. I'm probably going to regret this in a couple of weeks. But I'm gonna go with my gut on this one because I really enjoyed the episode, like from top to bottom. It's not bothering me that it's like you could skip this episode and miss nothing. This is as fillery as what Contagion Island, or what was the other one we were saying, like you could skip this and miss nothing. It was the Calamaramon episode, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was, yeah. Twisted Beach, like nothing happens in Twisted Beach that is plot relevant.
Labyrinth of Grief as well, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but I enjoyed this episode so much more than those two.
Yeah, like it takes a lot to scare me and creep me out, and it did.
I'm
the job.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
That's exactly what I was gonna do.
Ah, you copycat.
I'm not a copycat. Now
No.
you're changing your mind?
No, that's mean.
What?
Nothing.
What? What?
No.
What?
All right, Betsumon, copying others. At least Calamaramon took care of the seagulls. Yeah. Seagulls. But
Rico says I'm not desperate for long-term plot. I'm having a great time.
yeah.
Yeah. Then that's one thing we're really enjoying.
And that's kind of what I was saying last week. I kind of like that this is just Digimon Scooby-Doo. That there isn't, like, the kids haven't stumbled into destiny. They're just, they've kind of just walked into this sort of, been thrust in, I suppose, if you want to look at it from a Hokuto perspective. They've just been shown, yeah, you deal with it. And there's just, you know, like every week you could have the enemy do that, and I would have gotten away with it too, and it would work.
Yeah. Because shows like this and Scooby-Doo and all those, they just work like that. They don't need some big overarching thing. Obviously, it's Digimon, so they will have some kind of overarching
like if we're
thing.
if we're gonna get another we're like, as far as the titles we have, we're up to episode 46. Nothing about any of the upcoming episodes screams plot.
No.
Like, it's possible we get another 20 episodes and they just do what Appmon does and they wrap it up in the last 10. And I'm sorry, I keep going back to that because that's what Appmon did. Appmon had Leviathan as a general, you know, and then they had and then the characters got really stupid for 50 episodes. Like, L-Corp is Leviathan? Oh no! How did we not see that coming when the logo's exactly the same?
Yeah.
You know, like, Appmon is dumb for that. Still the greatest show the franchise has ever done. But the plot doesn't start wrapping up until like the last 10 episodes.
Yeah.
So this could do something similar.
Maybe that's what they're going for.
But I would honestly be happy to get season 2 of this and it just keep being Monster of the Week.
Yeah.
You have over 1,000 Digimon to pull from. You could do something. You could have returning villains. You could have stuff that comes back. Oh, we haven't seen you in a season. Like, if Zasomon never comes back, he could come back in season 2.
Yeah.
You know, and something, you know, you could do it that way.
Ta-da! He's not a plot hole.
Yeah. L could have meant loser.
Loser core.
Appmon agree, 10 out of 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've said this since the beginning. This show feels like the Appmon sequel we never got. And I've said that from the beginning. And I feel like we could get to episode 50, right? Just for argument's sake. Say there's 60 episodes. Just work with me here. We could get to episode 50 and then the show could start doing plot. And I'd be like, yeah, this is fine, because you've been doing all your world building for the last 50 episodes. We know why this makes sense now.
Yeah.
So I don't. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed this. The only problem I have now is I don't know whether I want to make Aizmon or Emma my favorite character this week. Because Aizmon was really great for the horror aspect, but as a villain, he was very just, I wanted to help people learn. Yeah. It wasn't quite a misunderstanding thing, because he was very much doing
the
it
minute he gets out of that box, he's going to do it again.
Exactly. Yeah. Gamamon's reaction, though, to him being in the box, like he's a fucking cicada.
Yeah. His eyes just lighting up with stars going, ooh,
yeah.
yeah.
You know.
They're just going to keep him in the box.
It'd be so funny if next week we just see Espimon poking the box going, why?
Yeah.
Why
Have him under
though?
a lamp at all times so there's no shadow for him to escape in.
Exactly, yeah. I get the feeling they're just going to leave him with Bakumon, though.
Yeah.
I feel like it'll be, if we ever hear about Aizumon again, it'll be like, oh, Bakumon has him.
Yeah.
And that's how they write themselves out of that.
Or give him the Clockmon, he can keep him at his level.
Yeah.
Keep bonking him with a hammer. I want for people to learn.
Okay, I'm going to give it to Emma.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Evelyn.
Okay, that's fair.
You forgot her middle name.
I thought you'd say that. So,
yeah.
So here's the fun part, though. It's a low 5.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's not, like, up here, but horror-wise, it's up here.
Yeah.
But in general, like, storytelling...
Yeah.
Like, it's getting all its goodwill off the horror and the kind of sort of maybe love triangle.
Yeah.
Or is it a love square? To be decided, I suppose.
Diamond, I suppose.
Yeah, love diamond or something. To be decided.
Yeah.
I love parallelogram. But yeah, no, it's like all its goodwill is in the horror, not the storytelling. You know, it is very. It's a ghost game episode.
Yeah.
So I'm going to place it, which is I like this episode more than Crimson Banquet.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, like Crimson Banquet was a fun episode. Just again, the horror is carrying this for me. And as I said, I'll probably end up regretting this in a few weeks when something else happens. I go, all right, fine, I'll make an adjustment and I'll knock it down.
Yeah.
But for the moment, I'm gonna go with my gut. My gut's saying 5.
I know where I'm putting it.
Yeah, sure.
Under Heart of the Dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That is higher than I was thinking. Jeez, really?
Yeah. The more I think about Prison of Fire and Divine Anger, the more I feel like knocking them down.
I was thinking that as well while I was looking at these.
I know we had good reason to make them a 5. So
Well, I think Prison of Fire is like it had the
Gamamon
horror. It was Gamamon learning to control his evolutions.
Yeah, he was just a slight evolution. Where
Yeah.
he just flips into one and then flips back into the other. Yeah, and
you had like the misunderstood monsters with a purpose. It
yeah.
wasn't just don't hurt our friend like the Frozomon episode. It was like these two monsters who tried to help, got turned on by the people, and then went, right, well fine, we'll be monsters then because that's what you want us to be.
Yeah.
You know, they were not, I don't want to say forced into it. Well, kind of.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
You know, so where this episode is carried by the horror, I think Prison of Fire is really carried by the storytelling. Because outside of the guy disintegrating at the start of the episode, doesn't really have an awful lot of like the...
There was kind of the panic. Was Kyotaro and Jellymon, they were trapped in the fire at one stage?
Yeah.
And I remember Gamamon having one hero like busted his ankle or something, and Gamamon was all determined, like, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can see why I gave it a 5 at the time. But just in relation to other episodes, I keep going, maybe this should get bumped down. Justin, screw off, Frozomon.
Screw off. Basically, yeah.
Are your Digimon hungry again?
No, they're sleeping.
Ah. Doesn't sound like they're sleeping.
No, maybe Airdramon is hungry again. I'll feed it.
Thought Gamamon was gonna pull a Sonic asking Hero if they can keep him.
Yeah.
Their new little pet.
I swear I won't be shocked if he's still like if he's in Hero's room or something. But then I'm like, Hero, you can never go to bed. That light has to be on all the time because, as you said, he will just break out and do it again.
Yeah, if a shadow hits that box, he's gone.
Oh yeah. So yeah, leave him with Bakumon or give him to Blacktailmon Uber. Just let him send it back. Do something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think putting it having it on the same level as Prison of Fire, I think is really good.
Like, it really creeped me out enough to do that. It really did.
Yeah. And that's the Betsumon episode.
Yeah.
Which you have lower it down than I do anyway.
Yeah.
Well, is that just because because you've one more episode in now than I do?
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
So.
I don't think I'll rank it as high as you did. I think I'm gonna put it under the Betsumon episode. No, maybe under Prison of Fire.
Okay.
I don't think yeah, because I did enjoy this episode better than Mystery of the Museum, and we've kind of done. Mystery of the Museum was great, when it aired.
But now we've seen it 10 times.
Yeah. Particularly with the Geigesmon episode, because that was just that episode, but
Yeah.
again.
You feed an Eismon.
Knowledge. Apparently. I believe the question was also asked, what did Eismon do in 2020? Effectively the same thing.
That's horrific.
Yeah, he kind of did the same thing because he was feeding off the real world data and information, and that's why he was able to get so big, and that's why all the blackouts were happening. And
he wasn't infecting people.
No, he was like literally just becoming a giant kaiju feeding off information. Yeah. And then when the team reunited after their 4th breakup at that point, they all came together and they dispelled him. But then he evolved into Orochimon, and yeah, and then Abadomon is just it, but again. So no,
you did that wrong.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. So it's a low 5, but it is like, and I might regret that in a couple of weeks. I might make an adjustment and bump it down. But right now, I just really feel like this episode did a lot for me.
Yeah. It did. Like, I'm still crawling. Like, my skin is just ugh. So it's done its job.
So yeah. Guys, by all means, feel free to leave your rankings in the comments. And because I'd love to do a tally at the end, and
pop your top 10s so far.
Again?
Well, not everyone's done it. But again, it could have changed since last time. Maybe other people bumped this episode up into their top 10. You never know.
Yeah. Who knows?
We'll gather them all at the end of the show, though.
Bring out the. What I might do is I might do something like maybe like a share, like a Google Drive, like a shared document, like a publicly available shared document that people can go in and rank the episodes.
Yeah.
And we might just see.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, or do like a Survey Monkey poll thing. That way, I think that way you have individual tallies as well. I don't know. Maybe going in and letting everyone edit a document isn't really a great idea. But if we do a survey thing, that might be another way, and then we can just do the admin ourselves.
Yeah. Would we have to do like put each episode in with their title and a 1 to 10 answer?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. But then it'll give us the overall answer, and then we can look through all the individual ones as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that could work.
But
Kind of sounds like Kuramon when he was eating data in our war game.
Kinda. Yeah, like there was another, like, because 2020 had no original ideas of its own, like they really did just do our war game 3 times. So Eismon was definitely the Kuramon in that situation. But yeah, sure. I think eyes was it.
Is there an apostrophe in eyes?
No.
I'm just noticing people have it written like that in the chat, and I thought maybe that's how.
Oh no, I think autocorrect is just
yeah.
And play Battleship. Yeah. Sure. I think Eismon, one of its evolved was Eismon Countdown to Destruction? Is that where Omegamon turned up for like the second time? Just let me go back and have a look at that one. Episode 19, the worst episode in the franchise. Like, no, and I say that that isn't me just banging on 2020 because it's 2020. 19 of 2020 is personally the worst episode in the whole franchise.
Your ranking there. I'm just curious if you actually rank. 18.
Oh, 18 even. Countdown to Tokyo's Annihilation. I don't know what that 3 is there for. Oh, that was the average. So that's the average. Yeah, that's the average of all of those.
Yeah.
Episode 19 then. Oh, was Juoken. Yeah, when Leomon turned up.
Okay.
You
gave it a 1.
Yeah. Like out and out, just the worst episode. Like the other ones weren't as bad. Just nothing happened.
Yeah.
But Countdown to Tokyo's Annihilation is just Omegamon and the bad guy staring at each other for 20 minutes. Like, it's not even a good sort of Dragon Ball thing where they just throw attacks at each other or power up for 20 minutes. They're literally just staring, and the kids are like, oh no, we have to do a thing. Oh, it is Orochimon. Yeah. And then the countdown happens, and yeah, so Omegamon turns up, and it's just awful.
You thought that was Eismon?
Oh, it is. Yeah, no, Eismon evolves into Orochimon. Yeah.
Will I be creeped out if I look up?
No, he's just a big snake.
Okay.
Like, he's just a big Hydra snake.
Okay.
Like, you wouldn't have to worry about anything there. Anyway, so we'll get rid of that for the moment, and
So he has several heads?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's like a Doc Ock but snakes. One is real and the rest are metal.
yeah, basically, yeah. I know, he's just a snake Hydra, you know.
Yeah, I stand by what I said. Doc Ock but snake.
Yeah. So I guess we'll jump into the comments from last week then.
Yeah.
And we'll start to move swiftly along, because it's funny, like with the episodes that we enjoy, it's really, this was really good, this is why I like it, and we move on. We don't spend 20 minutes going, God, they could have done this.
They could have done this, they could have done this, and if she just said that,
Yeah.
But now it's just like, this was great.
Needhogmon, that's the one. Sorry, Orochimon turned into Needhogmon. You're right. Yeah.
What did you say?
I thought it turned into I couldn't remember. All the stupid kaiju Digimon get mixed up in my head. I was like, no, the big sphere of Batomon thing wasn't until toward the end. So I couldn't remember. Yeah, it was Needhogmon. You're absolutely right. Thank you. And you've seen Needhogmon. A few cards of them.
The giant whale thing?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah. Giant whale thing. Yeah, that's... yeah, yeah.
You can really tell I'm not the Digimon expert on this podcast.
I mean, it's fine. Like, he's something world tree, something.
Yeah. See the thing that grew out of all the negative internet?
No, that's a Batomon.
That's a Batomon. Okay.
Yeah. That's the one who went, I am Twitter, but a Digimon.
Yeah.
You know, where Apoclymon was, well...
Tumblr?
No, that didn't exist back in 99.
That doesn't mean he doesn't represent it now.
Well, no, because when Tumblr got bought out by Vodafone, and they tried to sanitize it, everyone moved to Twitter.
Yeah, true.
And there were some really good artists and creatives and really well-intentioned people on all social media platforms. However, small communities' voices carry because they shout the loudest.
Yes.
So I'm not brushing everybody. I'm not tarring everybody with a brush. But good lord.
Yeah. Justin asked, did we get a neat one card in the card game yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we've at least one.
I think that's why I know what it looks like.
Yeah.
Because we went through 1,000 Digimon cards and sorted them out.
Yeah, we've at least one.
Oh wait, oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, this thing.
Okay, no, actually, no, that's not what I was thinking. Well, I was thinking of that one.
That's a BT7. We have a BT4 green, a BT7 purple. Maybe it was this one because I think I have an alt art. It might have been that one.
That doesn't look familiar.
Oh. Because I don't think I have this one. No, I'm pretty sure I don't have this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, look,
Okay, he doesn't look like what I think he.
Oh.
That card is adorable. It's got Kunimon and
Digimon
and Wormmon in the
hidden potential discovered. Yeah.
That is such a cute card.
And it was so good, they banned it.
Oh no.
Or at least limited it.
Okay, I need to look up what I'm thinking of then. What was the other one?
Abadomon? Oh, yeah, that was the big whale. Yeah, Abadomon was just the big black Eyesmon looking whale thing. Because I remember showing it to you on the Digivice before we knew what it was.
That, and then... Does it have a different name when it evolves?
Evolves from Negamon.
That's the one.
Yeah, Negamon. There we are.
That's what I'm thinking of.
It's just teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It started with an N. It looks like a big scary whale thing.
Yeah, and it starts off as this little Kuramon looking or little eater looking thing from Cyber Sleuth. Which also it just looks like a mix between Kuramon and an eater. But yeah, so I've just got one or two of the cards here that we have for Nidhoggmon, so I'll throw them up. So we got this one. God,
that's a giant image.
That's big. So we got that one. Then that has an alternate art that looks like that. And then the BT7 one has this bitchin' artwork. That might be an alt because there's no border on the card text. It looks like that's an alt. They tried to do full arts with the alts.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've had a couple of Nidhoggmons. Or Nidhoggmon. I'm impressed they haven't included the original Adventure Cast, the 99 era, in the card game. Yeah, every time they bring the 99 cast in, it's their Tri or Kizuna forms. And I think it might be because the designs look so similar to the 2020 designs that it might just be a case of, well, Sora will have a yellow top instead of a pink one because they kept her dumb helmet hat thing. No, I'm not getting into that again. I think at the start of the episode she got introduced in, she was wearing this cool golf visor thing that went with the t-shirt.
Yeah.
And then she lost that, and it's like, oh, I just happen to have this thing that I bought at a store, and it's the blue helmet hat from 99. I'm just like, I get what you were going for, but it clashes with the rest of your outfit.
Yeah.
So I think the reason we just don't see the 99
Did she end up in fashion?
Yeah. Well, the 99 one did.
Yeah.
Because he went into the whole my mom is a tree arranger or whatever.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you about the 2021.
Yeah.
I
was gonna say maybe she doesn't. If that's the case.
Yeah, Nidhoggmon looks like an abomination. It basically is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so where were we? Yeah, so I think the 99 cast, the problem is in their 99 adventure forms, they just look too similar to the 2020 art because they just, for some of them, they look exactly the same. Like Taichi, they kept his shirt, but his shorts are orange now instead of brown.
Oh, okay.
Like that's the different, like the real difference. Yes, there are physical differences in the tops they wear, but they are both blue t-shirts with yellow trims and stars on them.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see from the thumbnails there. But they're all kind of squished in behind Taichi there.
Yeah. But yeah.
We can comment on their fashion when we're doing the dub.
Yeah. So there's no, so I just don't think they seen a need to use the 99 cast.
Yeah.
Maybe in a couple of packs down the road, maybe we'll get another nostalgia pack and they'll go, this is where we'll use them.
Yeah,
because,
maybe to go with the dub as well, because if kids are going to be watching it in English, then maybe they'll release them to go along with that for the kids to get their parents to buy them the new cards.
Maybe, but I thought we'd hear about an Adventure 2020 dub when the card game was first coming out for that very reason, because the designs would be current.
Yeah.
Pokemon Lose Your Power. Yeah, it was a great episode. I love that one. But
pretty sure that name is going to be changed in the dub. Which name, Desmond?
Nidhoggmon, probably.
Nidhoggmon, maybe. Because
it's a very Norse name, and I can't. It's the same reason Digimon get their names changed for stupid reasons, or things in media in general. Because little Timmy isn't gonna know how to pronounce Nidhoggmon when talking to his friends.
Except he will, because children are really.
And they are. No, I know.
Obsessed with learning how to pronounce the things they like.
Yeah, capitalism says otherwise.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, capitalism thinks your children are idiots. Oh, Negamon. Oh. Yeah. I can understand that one.
Yeah.
Unless you just call him negative.
Yeah.
You do something to keep it, but...
Oh, what else would they call him instead of negative?
Where's my thesaurus?
Yeah, where's your... There it is.
I actually have it in front of me this time. Yami, are you proud?
Yami, there's no one bullying you.
I do, but I'm enjoying the not being bullied this week. Let's see. Negative. Adjective. Pessimistic, defeatist, gloomy, critical, cynical, fatalist, dismissive, unenthusiastic, apathetic, unresponsive, or harmful, bad, adverse.
Oh my god, are they just going to call him Badmon?
No, I actually see that happening to Abadomon.
Yeah, true.
Or I see him because of his final form. I see him getting some stupid, not Omegamon name.
Yeah.
Because of what they did with him.
Onegamon.
Yeah. That's what will happen. So we have harmful, bad, adverse, damaging, detrimental, unfavorable, disadvantageous, opposites, positive, optimistic, favorable. Yeah, that doesn't.
Cynical, cinnamon. No, that sounds like. Cinnamon.
Yeah, they'll come up with some, like, as long as they could pull out the old Devimon name and just call him Darkmon.
Yeah.
Or Big Chompy Toothmon. Do you think the English version will keep songs like Be the Winners and Break the Chain? No. I feel like there'll be a rights issue that they won't be able to use the original, like, Digimon, Digital Monsters. That was why when Try, this is only on the American version of Try. Our Blu-rays don't have it. But on the American version, they got a new version of that intro.
Oh.
Like, because there's rights issues with that music, I think. They did it, but it was basically like a Jimmy Hart version where you know what they're getting at, but it's not quite. It's a legal friendly version of the song.
Yeah.
And it's so 90s and stupid, and you know, I don't think they'll change Negamon because for a long time it's a cartoon character called Negatron. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could look at other media like Negatron in Transformers, Nega Robotnik or Eggman, Eggman Nega, but they pronounce it as Nega.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll just pronounce it as Negamon.
Yeah, maybe.
Just makes him sound naked.
Nakemon.
Nakemon. There you go. That's how you change him. He's naked. Yeah, Try got Digimon Digital Monsters, but it got a weird sort of remix, not really it kind of sort of, but yeah. Where over here in Europe, our Blu-rays, they just have Butterfly. And that's been there for a while. So
Surprised in the day and age, yeah.
Yeah, you get a lot of edgelords trying to say other things with that name, and I feel like they would just nip that in the bud.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where I kind of agree. Like, if you're going to keep it, fine, but if you're going to change it because people are awful.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you have to think, what would Twitter do with this word? It's like I say about, like, you know, people naming their babies things. I'm like, think about how you would bully a child with that name.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the same thing. You have to think about these things in this day and age. How are people going to pick this up negatively?
Yeah.
Because they will.
Which is funny because it's almost self-fulfilling prophecy because that's the point of the Digimon.
Yeah.
Like, that is the point of the Digimon.
Yeah, like you get, that's a thing in K-pop as well with that particular word. N-E-G-A.
Yeah.
That means like I am, or there is another version of it that's spelled with an I.
Oh.
But it's a Korean word. It's like na is like me.
Right.
So like, and then like ne is like mine. Kind of that's my thing. But people are talking about, you know, BTS or someone saying that word.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, they're speaking Korean. It's not that word, you know. But I can see the same kind of people picking on that Digimon if that was his name.
Yeah. I would have to go back and look at the discourse when the Japanese version came out, when the Japanese version of the show was airing, and see
if it did pick up.
Yeah.
Then. Yeah.
But again, it's one of these things, like if they totally name him Darkness Whalemon, I'd be like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Darkness Whalemon.
Or, you know, big toothy chompy Fishmon or something. Yeah, you know, Chumpymon or something. You know, I could see him getting renamed, and I'd kind of be okay with it. Like,
I don't really care either way.
No, like I don't have any dog in the fight on that one.
Yeah.
Like it still boggles the mind that the Cross Wars cards are just like, fusion never happened. What's a Digimon fusion? There never was a Digimon fusion, and you know, there ain't no Digimon fusion here, and there never was. Close the shutter. Darkness Waymon. Oh yeah, just make him Dark Waymon. Yeah. But anyway, on the answer, yeah, we got Butterfly over here on the Blu-rays rather than that weird new Digirap.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't, because the show will be going to syndication. Actually, that's probably what it will come down to. If that show goes straight to like Netflix or straight to Crunchyroll, they might have a rights agreement to use the original background music. If we don't get the song, we might get the instrumentals. But if it goes to syndication on TV, expect a whole new soundtrack.
Yeah.
I think it might come down to that.
Yeah, depends on whether it's being aired or just
streamed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's streamed, it's still technically the same rights they have to stream it in.
Yeah.
The Japanese version of it.
Especially
if it's on Crunchyroll or something. Because
they'll have lawyers and stuff that will work that out. Like, are you paying for the rights to broadcast the English audio at that point? And we've seen stuff like that where a product will get released, and I think we were talking about it with Evangelion, where it was just cheaper for Netflix to redub the show
Yeah.
rather than buy the old dub.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just cheaper for them to go, we'll redo it ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, but like there's a game I have, Code of Princess.
Mm.
I got that on the 3DS, and it's got a really funny English dub.
Mm.
And then when they brought it to Switch and they cleaned it up, they made all the graphics better because it's a 3DS game and you're blowing it up, right? It's only the Japanese dub. They're using the English script, but there's no English audio. And I'm like, that's a rights thing. Like they just didn't bother buying the rights back for that particular dub.
Yeah.
So like that's the thing that happens. My cousin only watched the dub. She asked me, what's Digicross? Yeah. And that's going to happen. Like, still baffles the mind that, like, Digifuse, they just kept it as Digicross, and all the human characters kept their Japanese names.
Yeah.
No Mikey, no Christopher, no Jeremy, no Ewan. Well, the character in Japan is called Yu. So
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, but there's a whole thing, like, in his backstory where when he meets his partner, and they're like, they do that whole thing. Is it? Oh God, is it from Rush Hour? We're like, no, you. No, I am you.
I think it's in Austin Powers.
I thought it was a Chris Rock thing.
Rock was not.
No, he's not.
Chris Tucker is.
Chris Tucker. Sorry, yeah, I meant Tucker. But is that a whole thing where he's talking to the priest? Where he's talking to the monk?
Yeah.
Right. So they basically have that exchange.
Yeah, no, I think I'm thinking of the set of twins, Asian twins in Austin Powers.
Fook me and Fook you.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Austin Powers. Oh, could you imagine them trying to make that today?
Oh, they'd never get it. They'd never get it made at all. Who's crying now? Where are they?
I don't even know where I put them now.
Oh, they're up on top of the computer.
Oh, there. Okay.
Digimon don't like what we're talking about. They want attention.
That's it.
You have a Jellymon in there.
It was Airdramon going to bed, so it was like, put a blanket over me. Yeah, we even have a U in Hacker's Memory. Yep.
It's you.
Spoilers. But yeah, I mean, Hacker's Memory never got a dub. So, you know, it's handier that way. Oh. The Randomon is sleepy. Okay, we'll put... There you go. Okay, so now...
Blankets for all the Digimon.
Blankets for all. So...
I want a blanket.
Soon.
I need to watch something happy and bright before I go to bed.
Well, we can watch Horimiya. We can watch Love After World Domination. I think that'd be a funny one. Ace Attorney Season 2.
Ace Attorney, yeah. Sorry, I just saw Gojo and I was like, oh, that could work. Except no, because my brain would connect him because he has something over his eyes.
Oh, yeah.
He would take off that mask and he would have Eismon's eyes.
So we'll watch Horimiya. That's fluffy and slice of life, right?
Is it?
We'll
see.
Yeah. But where were we? Oh God, yeah, like
Comments.
yeah, that's it. We were meant to be getting to the comments and then we got sidetracked.
By 2020.
Yeah.
How much do we?
But it was a productive conversation. It's not a derivative one.
Yeah,
and
that's more about the character than the actual show. Yeah.
And that's where the money box comes into it. Like if we're gonna have an argument, no.
Yeah. Comments. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me just get rid of all these extra tabs because we don't need these.
Leave Twitter open because you'll need to get Reiko's.
Yeah, the Oboromon artwork. So open tab, go to Studio after closing a bunch of tabs. Comments. Anything held for review? No. God still loves me though. I just like leaving that there because
God loves you.
Comments are removed. Yeah. Comments are removed after 60 days. This one has been sitting there for 2 years.
Yeah. The fact that says God loves you. Ooh woo.
Ooh woo. Oh, it's anyway. So let's see. Published comments.
You'll have to go into the
yeah.
You might have to do that. for review again. No, all good.
Click take out the I haven't responded thing and then filter by newest first. Okay, we have a few this week.
Yeah.
Nothing. We've
4.
yeah 4. Cool. So we'll be in and out in no time. So we'll start with Clatter's comment. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the feedback and the comments. This is okay. We'll try and get through this, but I'm not going to skim over it because you have a lot to say. So
That's
okay.
just when you said, "Oh, we'll be done in no time," and then you clicked read more. I was like, no, you won't.
Keep them coming, chat. It's all good. So Clatter says in regards to last week's episode, trust YouTube to always do something wrong. Not only did half my comment turn completely red, but half of it got deleted. Thanks, YouTube. What? That's some weird glitch. While this episode was enjoyable, it wasn't that great for me, and here's my reasons. Okay. Toei keep doing Lamormon and Thetismon dirty in this show. You literally have one of the kids not only get stabbed, but get tossed into a pocket dimension, and the other two don't immediately have their partners go to perfect levels. Kyoshiro should have gone into rescue mode as soon as Hiro went missing, and Ruli literally got stabbed by one of the Aboromon even though she got rescued, given the situation. Go to ultimate levels, given the situation, and that's, yeah. If it's a matter of time or budget, then they should have made this episode only starring Hiro and Gamamon and have things play out like it did in the episode without the added support or contact from the others. Yeah, maybe, but then I feel like we'd be going, well, why weren't the others in it?
Yeah.
Like one thing we were saying the week before is when they come up with these excuses to just write a character out of the episode.
They wouldn't have been able because that girl came to Rory's channel.
Yeah.
So she like.
Yeah,
she came to her
sought,
for help.
Yeah, she thought out Ruli Run.
Yeah, she would have to be in it at least, even if Kyoshiro wasn't.
Yeah, like if Kyoshiro was off doing another conference. But they brought that up because in the Calamaramon episode, he had to go off and do a forum or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I'm just done with my forums. I just want to watch my anime and do weeb stuff, you know?
I also feel like they dragged him into it because people are saying, you know, like, where is he? Where's Rory? Why is it always Hiro? You know?
Yeah, I would be very
Rory's
curious.
had a lot of episodes lately as well, so.
Yeah. I would be curious to see what the Japanese audience thinks of like the structure and the pacing and things like that. That'd be interesting to look into because obviously they're going to cater to the domestic audience rather than the international one. So I would be curious to see what the I would just love to have some sort of insight on that. But anyway, Clatter goes on to say then that in itself would have really hammered in the fear and horror of this episode, or do like they do with previous episodes and just have two of the kids go to this random town or city and things still play out as they did before, but either Lamormon, Thetismon get taken out due to the multiple Aboromon and their skill and numbers. Yeah. But I feel like, you know, if you're stabbing the kids and throwing them into a pocket dimension, the other two aren't going to get to evolve anyway.
Yeah.
You know, or like could Angoramon, like say Angoramon made it all the way to Lamormon and Ruli still got thrown into the pocket dimension because she's not there anymore. Does the connection sever and Lamormon goes back to being Angoramon anyway? That's true. Yeah, he stayed that way, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the whole thing where they were in the bushes.
Lamormon would just do what Gamamon did and go rushing after the Aboromon. He wouldn't sneak around and pull the sword out of Gamamon.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be hiding in the bushes with the other two.
Yeah, and that might have been
straight for protect Rory.
Yeah, so. He'd been very single-minded and aggressive on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, because
I don't think Lamormon would have worked in this episode.
No.
Not with Gulus in it, anyway.
No.
God, if Gulus wasn't in it, then Lamormon going after them and being the one who tears them apart, that I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
But then you have to not have Gulus, which no.
Because then it's another week without Gulus after 21 episodes. Yeah. That's it's a kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of situation. Because I think Clatter has some really good ideas there.
Yeah.
And it could have made for an alternative take on the episode.
Mm.
But I do feel like I do agree where you kind of have to sacrifice one for the other.
Yeah.
Because you don't want Gulus coming into contact with Tedismon or Lamormon in a confrontational manner.
Yeah.
But you don't want them teaming up either.
Yeah.
Even if it is I'm working to my own ends. I'm working with you because it suits me for now.
Yeah.
You don't want that yet. I feel like there's a...
It would have ruined Gulus's comeback, I think, if Lamormon and Tedismon were there. Because he's just such a big, scary bad. Even though he did some good, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Complimented hero.
It needs to have that hopeless moment before he shows up.
Yeah.
Just for the full impact of him.
Yeah, and that's like...
And I feel like Lamormon is too
if you have
chaotic for that.
Yeah, and I feel like if you have Lamormon who's mindless, and Tedismon who has her shit together, they're already dueling personalities. But I feel like Gamamon's little outburst and just going headlong into attack after attack and not learning to dodge. God damn it, Gamamon, dodge. I
was tired.
I know, but you do. What I'm saying is, I do agree. You kind of lose that.
Yeah.
Because the other two were, oh no, we're fine.
Yeah.
Like, there's no incentive for Gamamon to do anything. Well, I suppose there is. Hero's been stabbed and thrown into a pocket
but
dimension.
if the two of them are there and they're stronger and he's had the shit beaten out of him, they kind of just have to push him aside.
Yeah.
Like, protect the baby, kind of, because they're the grown-ups now.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just takes away from it. And I don't think...
I feel like
we wouldn't have got a Gulus then, because he'd see them helping, and there's hope there for it then. So
if the Oboromon overpower Lamormon and Tedismon, well, then we're in the same situation as the start of this comment, where it's like the show is doing them dirty. Because the show just turned them into jobbers for Gulus to come in and save the day.
Yeah.
And that's a weird sentence to say.
Yeah.
Gulus saving the day. That is what he does, but it's... Oh, it feels wrong.
Yeah, it does.
Feels wrong to say.
He's only doing it to save himself. More so than,
maybe hero?
Yeah, but to say it affects him if something happens
to
heroes. So.
He has, it's in his best interests to do
Keep
it.
Hero safe, yeah.
Where I don't think he'd care if Tedismon and Lamormon got jobbed out.
Yeah, or if Yoshiro died.
Yeah, I think he'd be like, oh, well, them's the breaks. Yeah. Just another human, whatever.
Yeah.
You're not my human, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
So point 2 then for Clatter. We, the audience, know for a fact at this point in time that human emotions can not only make Digimon solidify into our world, but also increase their power as well, which brings me to my third point. The fight between the Red Oboromon and Gulus was too easy a win for Gulus. Have we seen Gulus? All of Gulus's wins have been too easy.
Yeah,
I'll go into the rest of the comment.
Yeah, read the comment
because that first line on its own, that's not fair to retort.
Yeah.
We already briefly saw in the pocket dimension that not only were there a lot of humans in that dimensional pocket, but I bet there were at least 100+ people in there. The point I'm trying to make is that once the Red Aura Oboromon transformed all of those people into a scarf, that Red Oboromon should have had a significant power boost. To the point Gulus should have had trouble defeating him. I get where you're coming from again. I'll continue on. The next time we see Gulus again, I hope we know more. Not only about Gulus, but also the limitations of his powers too. Another thing I'm hoping for is that the writers don't make Gulus Gamamon as powerful as Lucemon or Arcadimon. Hey Reiko. That's not in the comment. I'm just adding that in because Arcadimon got mentioned. Because the latter two have their own stories that give them give charm to them. But if Gulus receives the same thing, I may start to permanently dislike him. Like, he's already edgy enough as is. Don't make him any more edgy, Toei.
Justin mentioned Arcadimon before we started.
Oh, yeah, I know it's a stretch, but a chance of seeing Arcadimon in Ghost Game possibly being the big bad. I've had the comments turn red and not saved on post glitch when typing messages over 2 paragraphs in length. Okay, so it is just a YouTube glitch. Okay. Desmond says, that's a Gulus. Dodge! That is completely assuming how strong Gulus is. For what we know, Gulus is very powerful. honestly, even with the power boost, maybe a Boromon would be as strong as a low ultimate to use Super Evolution as a guide.
Evolution stages.
Sorry, yeah, use evolution stages. Where did I see super in that? Jesus. For what we know and theorized, Gulus was a strong ultimate. Yeah, see, I'm waiting for that twist. I'm waiting for the Gulus has been a perfect level all along twist.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I buy into it.
Yeah.
But I feel like they could do that and I go, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, and it would explain why whatever happened to him to make him into Gamamon to kind of take away that power, you know?
Gamamon is him going through puberty. It's his emo phase. And then he becomes an adult and is actually... So you go Gamamon, Gulus Gamamon. Betelmon is the adjusted teenager who's grown out of the emo phase. And then Kano Weissmon is the functioning adult. Whatever comes after that is middle age, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway. Yeah, like I mean, I kind of like that Gulus's gimmick is just arrive, nuke something, and leave. Because it adds that, oh god, he's here. Like, I feel like...
shock factor, yeah.
I feel like if what Clatter's suggesting here happened, and I do think, to a point, Oboromon maybe should have gotten some sort of human emotion boost from the scarf. Because otherwise, what's the point of the scarf other than to say, I captured the most?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that's a bad idea. Again, it's one of these things. I think if this isn't a Gulus Gamamon episode, you could possibly do something like that.
Yeah.
You know, you have your crazy Lamormon fighting against a power-boosted Oboromon. You know, and Thetis is maybe trying to... Because nobody's poisoned, so she's not... It's not like she can, you know, synthesize an antidote. But she could try to be doing, like, her... I mean, she's the healer of the group.
She could at least be taking on the other 4.
Yeah.
While he's taking on the stronger one, or the other way around.
Yeah.
Whichever way.
You know, I think there's a lot of room there.
He was on the same level as the other colored ones.
Yeah, but I think
he shouldn't have.
Yeah, no, he shouldn't have. I do feel like the red Oboromon maybe should have been stronger. Just
should have at least got a hit in, and then Gamamon do or Gulus do the color.
Well, I don't know about no. I feel like you don't touch Gulus Gamamon, not yet.
Maybe a sucker punch.
No.
He's like, oh, you got lucky with that one. Boom, you're dead.
No, because if you're gonna do that, you don't waste it here. Because that kills the mystique, and that's the point. That's the point I'm getting to. I love that Gulus Gamamon's gimmick is turn up, nuke something, and leave. Because if something even looks like it phases him, his next appearance isn't as scary.
This is true.
You don't kill the mystique after 3 appearances, because we've had 21 episodes to get to that 3rd appearance. If we've to wait another 21, for argument's sake, I'm not saying we will, it could be another 5, who knows. But all we're waiting on is, oh, is he too scared to come out? Is he... It just turns into... It turns into this other element of why we don't see him. It's not... There's no reason for him to come out. You start going into... Well, you know, his ego took a hit. Maybe I'm not explaining this right.
No, I get what you're saying.
But I don't think you kill the mystique of Gulus Gamamon this soon. And it's weird to say soon, considering we're 43 episodes in.
Yeah.
But... Arrive, nuke something, leave. So basically the Gandhi of civilization memes. Oh, my scarf dirty. Powering up. Also, one thing, speaking of scarves, one thing I still love about last week's episode is Gulus's scarf being the kind of ice wings. Yeah. Because we haven't seen that. It's just been like a big Gamamon scarf.
Yeah.
But them actually being wings this week, or last week, is like, ooh.
Yeah, that was cool.
Is that because Kano is now accessible?
Maybe.
Because I still maintain we'd have seen him in the Vandamon episode, if not for him going, okay, hero, do it your way.
Yeah.
I still would have loved to see Betel morph into Gulus, though.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
But yeah, I don't think Clatter has bad ideas here. There's nothing I wholly disagree with outside of Oboromon maybe getting a hit in or causing Gulus trouble. Because the next time he turns up, I think it just kills the mystique. However, if this isn't a Gulus Gamamon episode, by all means, have a powered up Aboromon and Lamormon go toe to toe, or have it that the Aboromon is so strong it actually takes Lamormon and Thetismon. That's why
take him down. Yeah, they get rid of the others easily, but he's the strongest now. So
yeah, but you know what? You run into then. Where was Gulus Gamamon?
yeah,
and I don't mean that disparagingly.
yeah,
Because Gamamon doesn't know how to dodge, and basically just got hit again and again and again, and he's super angry over Hero.
Yeah.
I don't know, especially with Lamormon just being a big rage monster.
Yeah.
Could Thetismon handle 2 rage monsters?
Yeah.
And
I know he's baby, so she'd have to like calm him down.
Yeah.
Like we'll.
Does she just knock him out?
Or she could. Kind of a we'll save Hero thing to give him the hope, because this is kind of there because he's despairing.
Yeah.
So much.
Oh.
I knew you were gonna do it. But you know what I mean.
Yeah. But it's you annoy Gamamon too much, and here comes the punishment. Anyway, so Clatter goes on to say then, for my final thoughts this episode, feels like the writers simply made this episode because the ratings were going down, so they needed to get the audience attention again by hyping up this single episode. In the end, I give it a 3.9. That's another thing. I don't know how the show is doing ratings wise.
Yeah, I've not looked into that at all.
No.
If it's not on my feed, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I don't know how true that is. I don't know if the ratings are down in Japan. I don't know if the interest is waning.
They didn't hype it before the episode aired, though.
No.
We didn't know he was coming.
No, we didn't. Like, it was after the episode aired, they put up a picture going, hey, he turned up.
Yeah.
But, like, they always do that.
Like...
Every time we get a new evolution, as soon as the episode's over, the picture goes up and the encyclopedia entry goes up.
Yeah, but it wasn't like Espimon or Ryudamon.
Oh yeah,
where they put them out before the episode, going, "Hey, look who's showing up next week."
Yeah.
So I don't think there was hype there to bring up the ratings for this episode.
It kind of annoys me a little bit that, like, Ryudamon got the same level of hype as Espimon.
Then he just disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was expecting him to be a bit more recurring.
He's off getting therapy for turning into a giant spider monster.
Wonderful. But I think, again, 3.9 I think is a fair score.
Yeah.
I'm
just extremely biased to Gulu.
Yeah, and you know what?
Really
and maybe
I love just the dread, just as he's about to show up. I just love how well
it's
that's done every time.
It's still the point. It's still at the point for me where, you have the background music and it's doing all its stuff, and then you have Gamamon Shinka, and it's a really angry Gamamon Shinka.
Yeah.
And the music just dies.
Yeah.
Like, the show is like, oh no.
Yeah. Everything. It's just like that feeling in the pit of your stomach when you're afraid of something.
Yeah.
And it just kind of goes, oh no.
Yeah. And then arrive, nuke something, and leave. I need to put that on a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
But look, again, I get it. Like, a lot of the writing, it's not to everyone's tastes. And again, I don't think Clatter actually has any. I actually think that would be a very viable alternate telling of this episode.
You take Gulus out of it, that's a whole perfect episode there.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it works exactly.
Yeah.
Well, like any of the ways that even the way we've kind of fantasy booked it.
It appears Gulus was some kind of king in the digital world. Shoutmon? Most of the time when Gulus appears, it just means he's gonna one-shot someone. Yeah. Who's that Digimon? Ryuda, who? Da-da-da. Okay. So, Pedja. Hey, Pedja. Says, now this is the episode I waited for a long time. Such a great episode. We got Gulus back after 21 freaking weeks. The whole episode was great. Aboromon were really good in this episode, stabbing people. This kind of episode that get the truly evil Digimon in them are always good for Ghost Game. I'm very curious to see what you have to say about this week's episode.
Yeah.
But again, so far Gulus is just too OP. There has to be a point. in the future where he will face enemies that even he can't defeat.
He evolves into something else,
Yeah,
and we're all doomed.
That's it. Again, they're building something up with these Black Digimon. First Black Agumon, then Black Galgomon, now Black Gorellmon. And one more thing. Every time Gulu show up, he seems to be more closer to Hero, and even called him bro. Yeah, we were commenting on that. He called him Aniki.
Yeah.
This episode is an easy 5. Next episode, we get a parasite thing with Eismon, the perfect Digimon for a horror-themed show like this. I loved Eismon from 2020, episode 16, and the final boss, the Badomon, was basically a human version of Eismon. Yeah, more episodes like this, please. Very curious to see what you feel about this week's episode, Pedja.
Yeah, I feel like Pedja would love if this was a more adult-themed show.
Oh, yeah.
More super horror, not more gore, but you know.
No.
The body horror is good, but it's still for kids.
Yeah.
So if
I think a big action set piece every week.
Not even a big action set piece, but an actual like horror, adult horror show, where it's not just where it's not just, you know,
it's not a Scooby Doo.
Yeah, don't kill our friends is a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, just more adult themes, I think. I think that's more what Pedja is looking for.
Yeah,
that's definitely why the darker episodes really appeal, I think. Oh my goodness, is so appealing as well because he just shows up and murders everybody.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to say. I mean, it's all points we touched on last week. You know, I mean, it's preaching to the choir, so to speak. You know. So yeah, no, it's always good to it's always good like when we're on the same wavelength as the chat and the comment section.
Yeah,
you know, that's always good to see.
But also like Padgett gave it a 5, like we gave it a 5, and then Clatter gave it a 3.9, but we still agree.
Oh yeah,
with the points the Clatter brought up, like, so it's good to see just
the varied interest and. Don't rip off the eyes of our friends. Could you imagine? Oh God, no. Rosamon episode can die in a fire.
He might have died in a fire had they gotten their way.
Had they gotten their way, yeah, he might have. Yeah, actually.
Jellymon would have, or Tesla would have burned him to a crisp.
Yeah.
And his little friends too.
All right, Jesus. All right, so Justin, yeah, we've arrived at your comment here. So Justin says, this episode was well done, especially Gamamon the baby just wanted his big brother back and getting knocked down over and over again. The time when he lifts his face and he's saying turn Hero back to normal in that angry voice. I don't think we've seen him so angry before. I didn't even need to see the black eyes to know where this was going, but I even kept saying to myself, are we getting Gulu's Gamamon this week? And when Gamamon lifts his head and his black eyes screaming, he just looks so scary. Yeah, scary Gamamon is like... Because you're so used to him, like, at the end of this episode where he's all starry-eyed and... Ooh!
Yeah, because he's just cute little happy baby. And then generally when he's angry, he's just little pouty baby.
Yeah. Like in this episode, like, where he's just angry at Kyotaro for no reason.
Yeah, it's like he's just sitting there having a little toddler tantrum, just...
Yeah,
you know.
So when he gets genuinely like powers of darkness angry, it's just like, oh no,
baby.
Yeah, here we here we go.
They really even like twisted his face a bit more to be really.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Evil, like it was.
Oh yeah,
it was really scary to look at.
Yeah, no, they did. So Justin goes out and say, I was like, you fools. Like, you fools, do you see what you've done? You've made him go kaboom. Seeing Gulu's here, he looked more fierce than he did before, maybe because his cape was raised a certain way, and seeing him eat the colors, it would be very funny if he said it's morphin time. Like it's morphin time, like in Go Busters. Yeah, so Go Busters, for those who don't know, it's the season of Sentai that Power Rangers Beast Morphers is based on. It's the one they take the suits from. But in the Japanese version, again, it's one of these shows because Toei was in that phase where the morphers all spoke. So when they were doing their transformation, the morphers would say, "It's morphin' time." So it's like, oh, it took you 20 years, but you finally carried that over. Cool. Funny. Now for the main part. Hero and Gulus Gamamon, when he said you're going to order me around without trying syncing up with me, makes me believe it will happen one day if Hero gets angry. And that thing about taking one step and telling Hero not to get caught up with Kyosho and Ruli. Gulus Gamamon, who exactly are you? I didn't see it like that. I thought the comment about those losers was because they were really dispatched very easily by the Aboromon. I feel it was more like Gulus being like, I expect better of you.
Yeah.
I didn't see it as a comment about Ruli and Kyosho, but
how much is their Digimon being?
Yeah, well, I suppose that as well.
Yeah.
But that's an interesting take.
I had 1 week weaker than him.
Well, yeah, well, everything's weaker than Gulus Gamamon apparently. Yeah. But it's an interesting. I didn't see it like that, and now I kind of want to go back and rewatch the scene just to see. Oh,
maybe we'll do it in a sec.
Yeah.
Justin also said in chat, I'm just waiting on the day when Hero calls out Dead End Skewer.
Oh, yeah, the day we get the day like we do the whole background thing and the attack floats by and he calls it out. Oh, that idea is scary.
It is.
Because
it depends on who he's doing it to.
Well, yeah, because it was like the first time he showed up, like he was making a conscious effort to not do it.
Yeah.
Like you saw it tried to do the thing and he noped it and he rejected it. So if they do sort of bring that full circle, what has to have happened?
Yeah.
Hokuto dies?
Or he's using it on Hokuto.
Oh no!
We keep joking that maybe he's the actual villain.
I don't need to see another Digimon protagonist kill their father. I really don't need to see that again. We've done that once. Once is enough.
His mother. That's why Hakuto's in there trying to find a way to defeat her.
I wish we knew more about Hokuto, because right now he's just a deadbeat.
Yeah. He's just off on a holiday.
Yeah.
Your suffering, son? Aw, here, have a picture of beach.
Yeah.
This
episode of 5, my favorite was Gulus. Now the fans can shut up about how the town writers forgot about him. Are you happy now?
They won't be happy till he's in every episode doing everything.
Oh yeah. And then it'll be the John Cena or the Roman Reigns effect. Oh, stop pushing Gulus Gamamon down our throats.
Yeah.
Let's, we've had 3 appearances and technically we're asking for someone to get an upper hand on him.
Yeah.
He's been here 3 times. Could you imagine if he was here every episode?
Yeah.
Or every other episode? We'd be sick of him.
The show would get boring pretty fast if he just
if he
just came out every week and stabbed someone in the face.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be fun anymore.
Yeah, or every other week if he just because if you start to see a pattern, well, it just takes the fun out of it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like when we watch an episode and we're like, it's good, but it's that episode.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Again,
yeah.
That one again.
It's this episode. Yeah, like Gigasmon being the Mummymon episode, but again, it's, yeah, no, I feel like if you don't want to oversaturate him because that will kill the mystique by itself.
Yeah.
Even if he was winning every week, every time he turned up, him turning up, every 5 or 6 episodes would kill the mystique as well, I feel. Because it's just like, oh, well.
It wouldn't be as impressive when it comes around to whatever endgame is in store.
Yeah.
Because he's just there. He's just a regular
He's a regular cast member. And that's the fun thing. You don't want him just being a regular on the show. You keep his appearances special. Octo going, well, I did deserve it.
To see him slap.
When the command streams into Hero's head, I wonder if the words will appear in black.
I think they were normal colored first time around.
Yeah, I think they were normal the first time around, but if it's to do with Hero's mental state, depending on what's happening.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Because that first time it wasn't Hero State exactly.
No, it was
despair
Gamamon
because
seeing
of-
Bokumon
yeah,
die
seeing him
and
die,
lost the
yeah.
plot. But even Hero knew this is wrong.
Yeah. That was kind of like that with the shock of it happening in front of them. So obviously Hero was shocked as well. So that's that would be his emotion tying into it or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't exactly from that. But now, yeah, it will depend on their like if Hero like that because the other time he came out it was because Hero was really angry, wasn't it?
Well, no. Arachnimon was about to eat Gamamon, and Gamamon wouldn't wake up with Hero calling to him.
What am I thinking? Who nearly killed Clockmon?
Battle Gamamon.
Well, did we think Gulus was going to come out there because Hero was? He kept telling him sore shot or whatever, didn't he?
Yeah, it was just sore shot, sore shot, sore shot, sore shot, and then it was
yeah.
like, hey, we can heal him. Oh, okay, do it the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe I'm thinking of that.
Might be
time.
conflating the episodes, but yeah, the last time we seen him was they were all hanging upside down, and Gamamon was just out of it.
Yeah, he was about to be eaten. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we said, well, it's another. The Gulus doesn't come out unless it's to save himself.
Yeah.
He's awakened there, but if he doesn't have to wake up.
Yeah, he's just sitting there dormant.
Yeah.
Everything go on.
He's just another consciousness inside the head.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder, like, if eventually will we see something like inside Gamamon's head where it's like Gulus and Betel talking?
Yeah.
Like, do we get something later on where the two sort of become the one monster?
It depends on what they're gonna do with him and what his origin is. That's the part we don't know. Was he the original consciousness? Was Gamamon made to subdue him?
Well, and that's we've sort of theorized that since the beginning.
Yeah, but we don't know.
But we don't know. That's what it comes down to.
It could be nothing like that at all. But yeah.
So then our last comment is from Ataro, who says, I have to wonder how literally we're supposed to take Gulus eating the Aboromon colors. Considering the evolution animation shows him absorbing Betelgeuse and Wizen's colors, that has implications. It might even explain the Digimon that appear every time he does. Note how they're not just black, they're black variants of existing Digimon. Yeah. Well, that was said, yeah. Well,
black Digimon are purple, right?
No, they're black.
Their color.
Oh, their aura.
Yeah. Purple.
Well, I don't think the Agumon had a border. Agumon was just there. Galgamon was just there. He didn't have a border either, if I recall correctly. And Growlmon, they've just been
they weren't
there.
Invisible. They were.
No, they were realized. They didn't have. Yeah, they didn't have a border around them. So.
That's the Aboromon that wanted someone to hold up black. He had a purple aura.
That's
what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting to go back and see. Was the Prison of Fire? That flame was purple.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it was Blackfire.
But it was purple.
No, just black. Like grayish black.
I can look at that and see what border they had when they were invisible.
I think they were just white.
Were they?
I think they were just white bordered. I might be misremembering, but I think the Black Flare Lizamon and the Saberdramon were white bordered.
Have a look.
Yeah, but see, that's another thing. Because of last week's episode, we're now thinking,
we're questioning all the colors. Yeah,
and that's a really good thing because I feel like that will get explained down the road.
Yeah.
That just didn't happen.
We didn't see the words that time because he didn't let it, if I'm not mistaken. Desmond said he slapped so hard he needs those bandages for his face. That's my wish for it to happen.
Yikes. Oh man. Well. Yeah, it's gonna be like the next couple of weeks are gonna be very interesting to see where they go with any of this.
Justin says, I'm convinced the Gulus gives off some type of signal when he appears.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
could
agree with
be
that.
You know, like when
That or some
they can-
organization are just watching Hero all
Yeah.
the time, and we only see
that
who
might be
we
to
only
do with Espimon.
maybe. But I don't know.
It depends on why he's been sent to find Hero.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. It could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those could tie in. All right.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it might be a case where this group, like we were thinking D Brigade back in the day, but I'm not so sure about that now.
Yeah.
But
it's something similar, maybe.
Like, if this show is in its last quarter, do we know that for sure though? This show could only be halfway through. We still don't have an official.
Yeah, we don't have an official. Like, we're assuming because generally.
Yeah, we've been going on previous shows. You know,
stuff,
there's been a few exceptions to the rule. 2020 was 66. I think Cross Wars was 78 or 79 by the end.
2020, not 67.
67. Sorry. But either way, either like that. Generally, they're between 48 and 52, but 2020 was 67. Cross Wars was 78. You know, those are the exceptions.
Yeah.
So this could go for another 40 episodes.
Yeah, I feel like the standard for longer animes is usually 52.
Yeah, like I feel like we're going till April on this.
Yeah.
Like if I had to put a time frame on it, I would say we're going to April. I'm assuming, and I'll assume it. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Like if we are in the last, I suppose it was 20 weeks. Like it's September. That probably, what would 20 weeks take us up to? If we're taking 20 at face, if we're in the last third of the show, right? That assumes there's 20 weeks left, right? So and we'll skip New Year's because there's always a break for New Year's, right? So presuming there's no more hiatus. So 1, 2, 3, that brings us up to October 9th. 4, 5, 6 brings us up to Halloween. 7, 8, 9, 10 brings us up to the end of November. 11, 12 brings us to the 11th of December. 13. There probably won't be an episode Christmas Day.
No.
All right, so we skip 2 weeks for Christmas and New Year because Christmas Day is the Sunday this year.
Yeah.
So we'll skip Christmas Day and Stephen's Day. So what am I on? 13. So January 8th then is 14.
No, that would be 13.
Sorry, January 8th is 13. 15, 22, and 29. 14, 15, 16. 17, 18, 19, 20 brings us up to the 26th of February. So if that's 20 more episodes, that brings us up to 63.
And going into April, that would maybe be another 4, so that would be the 67.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's February. So let's say 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That brings us, that's March. 26, 27. And then the new spring season will start on the weekend of April 2nd.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean this could run all the way till March. We could get another 26 episodes out of this. Wild to think that this show might have the bulk of nearly 30 episodes still in the tank. That is amazing. Like,
I hope it does. I want more.
I want more, but I really hope that there is.
Oh, Valentine's Day episode, Gamamon is gonna have a field day eating chocolate. Every girl who sees Gamamon is gonna give him chocolate.
Now, Gamamon, you have to give chocolate to people on White Day. I have to give Psycho to people?
I have to give it away?
I have to give it away?
My Psycho.
Imagine explaining White Day to Gamamon.
What am I gonna do with my life once I finish? And it doesn't take half or more of my week on drawing.
Did we not do a ghost? Did we not have something for Valentine's Day this year?
Twisted Love anyway. You have to go in.
Did Gamamon not get chocolate for Valentine's Day this year?
In a Halloween?
Well, we haven't had a Halloween episode since
Yeah, so it started what, October?
October last year, yeah. And then we had
October.
and we did have the hiatus, remember?
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Yeah, what have been around there?
No, none of those.
Valentine's,
Yeah,
no.
none of those episode titles are
Maybe
making me remember.
Valentine's was in the hiatus. When was the hiatus?
Oh, maybe it was. Because didn't we have a hiatus and then we had the weird recap episode?
Yeah.
So, yeah, God, maybe the hiatus was because the Toei hack. That was earlier this year. So maybe there was.
Yeah, let me do a quick little Google.
You have to give white chocolate to yeah, you have to give white chocolate on Valentine's Day, Gamamon. White's like you. There are other flavors.
Yeah, we haven't seen him either.
He's always just eating milk chocolate. I don't think we've introduced him to darker white chocolate yet.
Funny if Gulu prefers dark.
It'd be too obvious.
It'd be stupid, but it'd be hilarious. Or he doesn't like chocolate at all.
Yes, that's what you do. He doesn't like
chocolate. Let's try Gulus instead of Digimon.
He doesn't. Yeah, that's what you do. Gulu's Gamamon doesn't like chocolate at all.
It is 20.
It's like when Betsumon was complaining about all the healthy snacks in the fridge. Oh.
That would be White Day then.
Well, March. Yeah, that would have been White Day. Yeah. I suppose it depends on when the 14th fell last year. It might not have lined up because the show I don't think is still doing it, but for a time it was following an hour calendar.
Yeah.
So the Sunday would have been the 13th this year, yeah. So the day before. I can't believe we're trying to work this out.
On March 6th, Toei announced a broadcast hiatus for the following Sunday due to the women's marathon. On March 7th, they revealed they'd been affected by a computer hacking attack. And the studio faced postponements starting on March 20th.
Okay, wow, so it was well after. So it was March into April then. Yeah, okay. Okay, well,
that kills that. What the heck was the...
Yeah, maybe we just didn't have a Valentine's Day themed episode that week. They probably just went, nah.
Pretty into that, was it?
Yeah. Justin says, that hacking shouldn't happen again, right? Chitose from Hacker's Memory. It's my hacking business. The hacking was a scary time. Yeah. Right, so that's the comments done anyway. We went off on a bit of a tangent there, didn't we?
The Land of Children was the February 13th episode.
Oh no. Oh, the Petermon episode. Then again, we got Chad Hookmon, so we got Super Chad Hookmon, so
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah. I'm down for that.
So yeah, they were doing that instead. But again, that was pushed back, so they probably, even if they had plans for a Valentine's episode, maybe it was just wrecked.
Maybe, yeah. Alright, so it's that time of the week again. So we have a pretty bitchin' Aboromon piece of art to show off, don't we? Oh, wrong window. There we go. So...
Oh, good.
So, yeah, that was... Yeah, I'm gonna blow it up. I'll blow it up properly, but yeah, pretty dang cool. And then there's the version without the text.
At the beginning, I thought of drawing the 5-up Oromon, but I liked how this one looked, so I changed my plans. Yeah, I was thinking you were going to put all that work on yourself, and I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah, same.
It would have been cool. But...
After you drawing 26 Betsumon.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you've done your time, Reiko. You know, you've done your time. But again, I really do like this. The coloring, the textures, everything. You know, everything that we might probably haven't said all. You know, I don't think there's anything that we don't say every week.
Yeah.
You know, I love the shiny behind the eyes.
You're
obviously.
so good at drawing bad teeth.
Yeah, those are meldy teeth.
Yeah.
Very yellow and just big. The receding gum line.
I somehow managed to
I like the sword, like the knife coming out of the skull here. The perspective as well.
Yeah.
You know, the perspective is really good.
And the face and there, that's really...
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I post Rico's YouTube link twice?
I'll have a look now.
Oh.
Yeah, I was saying like the bone. Yeah, it's very good. It's all very good. And then the textless version, again, I don't like to keep focusing on that single bone, but again, like even just like the threading on the armor pieces. Yeah, no, it's really cool. And if you haven't already, you know, go follow Reiko on Twitter, maybe commission them. Like I love the fire face here.
Yeah,
that's really cool as well.
Yeah, I've included all of your links this time, Reiko, because you have. Well, I according to me, I've posted 4, but no, I posted the YouTube and the Twitch as well as the Twitter.
Cool, yeah, because
that's where you see all the cool videos of it happening.
Yeah, the time lapses are really fun to watch. And actually, like watching pieces of this come together over. Like this and the PAmon one, like watching that come together like over on Twitch has been really fun. But yeah, super cool, super fun as always. And
I did post it twice. Okay,
cool.
Oh, that's just bringing me to the link.
No artist ever does their time. We are eternally under forced labor. Jeez.
It's labor you force on yourself.
Yeah, I mean.
Nobody's making it. Well, commissioners are making you do it, but I can't delete that comment, so it's staying there.
Yeah, the ghost game art is on you, Reiko. That's
Won't let you delete either.
Yeah, it's just the 3 buttons are there, but
yeah.
The computer says no. Apparently.
Yeah, maybe be able to.
Can I do it from here?
No.
No.
You can't delete the message. That's really strange.
That's dumb. Not without putting you in. That's weird because like how are we able to remove comments then when we get the bots?
Try click on someone who's not me.
Remove. Oh, is it because you're a mod?
Maybe.
I can't remove your comments because you're a mod. That's dumb.
Could be because I posted a link as well. Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. It's there.
Anyway,
because I look shocked in that picture, you look more shocked than you normally do.
Yeah, a little bit, and that works because I was excited going into this episode.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of episodes I was like, no, I think I'm okay now.
Yeah.
Gasp! Reiko's a mod. No, Meg's a mod. Meg's a wrench.
Meg's a wrench.
Yeah.
A moderator. But no, that's just me.
Yeah,
I can't delete my messages.
Yeah, we don't need.
I can't delete my own messages though.
We don't need a secondary mod.
There's no need right now.
No. Mod Meg. Yep.
Yeah.
Meg the wrench.
Modmon. That's me.
Megmon. What?
Meg Modmon.
Meg. Right. It might be time for bed.
Stage, yeah.
Yeah, it might be time for bed. Okay.
And you're the one drinking the rum, not me. I had a cup of tea.
So yeah, I have been having well, you know, it's been mixed with Pepsi.
Yeah. What I
But
mean
it
is,
made
I'm
it made
stillier than you
it
are.
made Splatoon very fun. Like Dagmar? Or
I won't say that.
Dagmar or Magmar?
Either one has giant boobs. They just happen to be on Magmar's head.
All right, duck lips. All right, I think we're ready to bounce.
Yeah.
So look, everyone, thank you as always. It was a really fun episode, and the impression I get is that you guys had a really good time with it as well. When the VOD for this goes live, be sure to drop your comments down so we can read them out next week. I'm looking at Pepsi Man. Pepsi Man! Wait, no. Pepsi Man! That's the Fire Emblem protagonist. The new one. I do not like that. I still think he's an over-designed mess. Or she, if you're playing with the female version. I don't like that hair.
Yeah, I mean, when someone put up that picture of, you know, what if it changes depending on the Joy-Con you have?
Yeah.
And they had the gray
Joy-Con.
Joy-Con.
Yeah.
And his hair was gray. I was like, that actually looks really nice.
Yeah.
He looked fine. It's just that I just don't like the hair colors.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the art itself. The colors just put me off it.
It was a very enjoyable episode. It was very enjoyable to see a girl having her eyes ripped off and replaced. Good lord. And on that element of body horror.
I'm just glad she didn't have eye sockets. She just had spaces.
Yeah.
So they had some weird empty eye socket with stalks and whatnot in it.
But you know what? That wasn't even it was, for me, it was like
he peeled her eyes off.
Oh yeah,
like
no,
the front of her eyeball.
Yeah. That was awful. But it was the bit that got me was because I wasn't expecting Yami said like just don't eat beforehand. I was like, oh come on, how bad can it be? It's when you see the tendrils go into her eye.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and then the peeling, but it's the bit where it goes into the eye first. And then can we not forget later on where she pulls out a sewing kit?
Yeah,
and the implication
even before that,
there,
he's like scratching the eye
and tickling at it.
Yeah,
and like
she makes a little cut in it. And
I'm just like, oh no.
Okay, stop.
Yeah, it was such a fun, gruesome, just awful, amazing episode.
I'm just gonna sit here like this.
Yeah. Oh, Meg's head is in her hands now, and she's just like, she looks like the avatar on screen now.
That must have sounded really weird, like I was flapping.
Oh yeah. I don't know if the mic was picking it up, but sure. No. I love how far Ghost Game is taking this. I really do. The sewing kit for me is just like my thighs turn to jelly thinking about that. Like that's getting cut out. If this ever gets dubbed and syndicated,
she's not taking that out.
That sewing kit is going. Oh, that whole that's just gone.
Yeah. Well, that reminds me of another eyeball book that I read. The story in another book about, and this guy is like describing what he thinks is like God, and he's talking about how beautiful it is and all this, and the whole time it's him just sticking a pin in his eyeball. So he's looking at it, and
why?
Yeah, it's a horror book. I don't know what possessed anyone to write that book, but
I mean, thematically relevant, I suppose.
Yeah. But just thinking about the sewing kit, and that just reminded me of that. I still have that book upstairs.
Oh, okay, it can stay up there.
Yeah,
I'm good. Meg like a Danganronpa character with that pose. Genocide Jack. We just need to add a big old serpent tongue to the model. Okay, guys, have yourselves a great week ahead. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
We will be back next week with Rust.
Rust.
Yeah, and
is there any other color Rust?
It's
maybe that's why they took it out, because it doesn't make any sense.
No, you're very welcome, Reiko. Thank you so much for being here and being part of our little community.
Thank you for all the art.
Yeah. As ever, you can follow us on Twitter. The link is above my head there.
Oh, I have the link.
We also have a Discord that you can hang out with us on and talk about the card game and the show and everything.
Anything you want.
Yeah.
We have a whole off-topic section for everything else.
Yeah. And it still gets filled up with Digimon.
Yeah. So there's our links.
So yeah, definitely come hang out with us on social media and Discord. But next week we're back with Rust, and I don't know. It sounds like I don't know what it sounds like. Like the synopsis made no sense with the dwarf elves, but it's some weird magical delivery service that is Black Tailmon Uber going to come back for the first time since taking, didn't it load something onto a sled and then just take it away a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
So is Black Tailmon Uber going to come back because it's a delivery focused episode? I don't think we're going to get anything of plot relevance just based on the synopsis and what we've seen on the episode preview, but it's going to be an interesting one to say the least.
But it's definitely not Rust Tyrannomon like
Tinkermon with the fairy references. Oh, that'd be fun considering we've had Petermon and Captain Hookmon. If this episode was based around Tinkermon.
Yeah. Maybe she showed up when he did and then stayed.
Splashmon. I don't know. We do have a water episode coming up, and that Splashmon. I as much as I would like a recurring character, I don't want it to be Splashmon.
No,
it was just so like that episode was terrifying, and I really do like that episode just made everyone so paranoid.
Yeah, the
but as a
mental horror,
the
psychological horror.
The psychological horror was very good. Him as a character, nah.
Yeah, he didn't really fit with the horror he was inflicting.
No, he was just very bland. But I'm kind of glad maybe, but you know, if they do bring him back, maybe he can. I was gonna say he can undo the zipper and turn into like his darkness form, the big melted Gabumon tiger thing. Though they dealt with it, they dealt with him in a very smart way. So yeah, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens next week. I have no idea what to expect.
Oh, is that who he took on?
Oh, Ubermon. He took Splashmon on it. Okay, so Splashmon's back in the digital world then. He's not coming back.
Yeah, well, he might.
I hope not.
He could get out some of
it. I hope not.
I'm pretty sure we've seen him.
Have we?
I don't know when, but I feel like it's been more recent than that. We're never getting out of here.
Right, Monster Pollen. That was that episode. No, it wasn't. Sorry, it was Beauty Serum. So Face Snatcher, Monster Pollen, Bad Influence, Killer Blade, Betsumon.
He didn't know.
Whispers of the Dead, Wall Crawler, Werewolf, Labyrinth of Grief, Herd of the Dead. Did he? No, because they destroyed Raremon. There was. Oh no! Did he take the Digi-egg back?
I don't.
Did he take? Did Tailmon Uber turn up for the Digitama? Maybe he turned up for the Digitama for Raremon. I don't remember that, but
I don't remember that. No,
definitely wasn't in the Domon episode. He wasn't in the Ryudamon episode. No, not Calamaramon. Not PAmon. Not last week. And yeah, so we may not have actually seen. So that's episode 27. Might be the last time we've seen Tailmon Uber.
Yeah. Feels like.
Yeah, so maybe it'll be involved with next week's episode because of the delivery theming. But
when did it was that one? Was it when?
Same episode.
That episode.
And then if he did come back, it was like the following week with it turned up at the end of another episode. Might have been the. Oh yeah, didn't he turn up with a letter and it was like, I don't know.
Yeah, that was.
Oh no, that was when he turned back up because Hero had given him the letter previously.
Was it?
Yeah, I think did he collect Digitamamon's egg? And he was like, Hero was like, oh yeah, here I have a letter for you. Give this to my dad. And then he turned back up when he was collecting Splashmon's frozen body. And it was like, here's what your dad wrote back, and then because Hokuto's such a deadbeat, his answer was, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't place where that was.
I think Hero got his response at the end of that episode because I remember people fuming. That was like, oh, this big. I remember one YouTube video in particular. I don't remember who produced it or anything, but I specifically remember like, big plot point letdown.
Yeah.
You know, it was like something to that effect. So
yeah, my brain is just not connecting that to the Splashman episode at all. But I'm tired. I guess he left enough money for Hero to live for a while. Well, the mother's making money too.
yeah, I mean, the mother's this philanthropist. So
Yeah,
Hero's well off.
Yeah, she's flying all, but they have a little tiny apartment. But that's why they're well off. They're not paying for a big house.
Yeah, because they're never home.
Yeah, they're paying for the little apartment and for his dorm room. And
yeah.
There you go.
you don't make money by spending money, allegedly. Yeah. Well, for realsies now.
Midnight, so.
Let's bounce. Everyone, thank you all so much. Hopefully we'll see you over on the Discord. But next week.
I thought our protagonist's a little bit too rich.
I mean, well, Kyoshiro makes his own money. Ruli, I have no idea. Do we know anything about Ruli's family?
Only that they're haunted by a werewolf or some shit.
Oh yeah. Do we know anything about Kyoshiro's parents?
No. They just sent him off to live in America because he was a genius, and then
yeah,
he came back and decided to go to
be a
high school.
weeb. Yeah.
They're probably still in America.
Maybe Kyoshiro's parents are still in the States. Who knows? That'd be interesting.
No, he's got rust now.
Ruli lives alone in an entire floor for her at the very top of a building. This is also true.
Yeah.
That blog must be pulling in some ad revenue.
Mm-hmm.
Ruli's just living off ad revenue.
Yeah.
And Kyoshiro's very influential and search for a profession. Yeah. Kyoshiro works with governments. So,
Yeah,
Kyoshiro has government funding.
Yeah, he does. So they could be paying for everything.
Do I think Kyoshiro's just like, guys, I'll sort your bills, don't worry. No, but yeah.
Kyoshiro owns the dorm. That's why he's in charge of it.
He's the dorm leader because he bought it. He just turned up with a Seto Kaiba sized check one day and just went, "This is my school now."
Yeah.
Oh God! I mean, when
really
your
does go to
magic
class
powers are
anyway.
money, you know, the world is your oyster.
Leave this to me. Takes out his credit card.
It's a platinum card to boot.
Yeah, it is. He's always taking Jellymon shopping.
Okay. On that fun little note, let's not ruin the moment. Let's not extrapolate on this further. So, Seto Kyoshiro.
Now I need Kyoshiro wearing his coat.
But you know what? I'm not going to try and pronounce Kyoshiro's actual second name. Higashita. Yeah. So saying Seto Higashita.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just say Seto Kyoshiro and leave it at that.
Kaiba, I suppose.
Kyoshiro Kaiba. You're a third-rate tamer with a fourth-rate Digimon. And on that note, we are done. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on where in the world you're watching this from. This has been the Code Crown Podcast. I've been AJ. This has been Meg. And we will see you next week. Take care. Good morning. And bye-bye.
Bye-bye.